Hello! Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, hi, Cece! How are you? I hope you're doing good. Alright, we're gonna pick up where we last left off. It's been a while. Okay. Oh, it's warm in here. Alright. I think last we left off was... we were invited to an engagement dinner. And there's a snowstorm outside, which I'm assuming we're gonna get snowed in. So that's gonna be fun. Let me just get my bearings real quick. Okay, I think I remember how to do all this. Please let me know if anything's too quiet or too loud. Okay. Well, we've already got 3 things that we need to link up, so we'll do that now. Let's see. Okay. Hold on. Jackie's blackmail theory. Jackie's dismissed.
Another success. I never doubted myself.
I should revisit this argument. Something does not feel right about their joint secrecy. Okay. Can I go in? Hold on. Where's the... Here we go. It's a bit quiet. Turn music up a bit too. Alright. Find out about the circumstances surrounding the altercation. Oh, that's right. They got into a fight.
Magnifique.
Nice. But the Major really started a physical fight over Gideon stealing a cigar. I doubt that. Major doesn't like Gideon. Does have history with Major. This one?
What a revelation.
Nice. I wouldn't say it to his face, but I don't think it's the Major's place to cast judgment on Gideon. Alright. Is there anything with here? No. Meet the other guests and uncover the connection to the family. Okay. This one?
Is there something I...
This one?
Some would say a lucky guess. I would say a moment of genius.
There's only so much help you can receive before you are simply relying on someone. What do the family still need assistance with? It's true, they seem pretty well off. There's still one more link. Found Cassandra. And can we do...
I must take a different approach if I am to uncover the truth.
Damn. Is protective of Cassandra. Ernesto is fond of Cassandra. Hugo and Jackie had a heated discussion.
This will not get me any closer to my goal.
Damn. Not too sure yet, so we'll leave that for later. These are just profiles. Okay. Alright. Let's see. Where else can we go? Who else can we talk to? It's been a while since I played the game, so I might be a little bit lost.
Huh.
Oh. No, go over there. Wait. Maybe I can't proceed without it? Talk to Margot. Oh, wait. Silly me. Oh, wait, Margot's downstairs. Margot's downstairs. I was thinking of playing Avatar again today, but I just wanted... I've been so obsessed with it. I decided to take a little break. Plus, I've uploaded all the past, what's it called? The past videos on YouTube last night. Tuck, tuck, tuck.
I am all yours, detective.
Oh, Wolfie's streaming. Monsieur de la Silva claimed he helped Madame Van den Bosch. I forgot about these names. Van den Bosch. When required.
He would say that. I mean, financially, yes. But what else does that man have to offer?
I cannot imagine Madame Van den Bosch would be one to request financial help.
After Edwin, the Viscount, died, the family was left in a rather unfavorable position. She wasn't requesting, chérie. She was begging.
I see.
Let's just keep that between us. It's a rather sore subject for her.
It didn't take much for the Comtesse to reveal private matters of the Madame's business. I'm not so sure I would be willing to divulge any information to her. Seriously, she sounds like a gossiper.
It has been a pleasure conversing. I look forward to our next tete-a-tete.
Tete-a-tete. Have we read this?
Aha.
News of continued factory strikes, workers demanding fair treatment. Talk to you?
Fire away, detective.
It is a shame things escalated so much over just a cigar.
Gedeon said they were the majors, but I didn't think he would miss just one.
Ah, it was you that took the cigar.
Pfft. Me? Okay, detective, you twisted my arm. It was me. But I didn't even get a chance to smoke it. Gedeon snatched it out of my hand. I'm sure he could afford to replace it.
And the major saw Monsieur holding the cigar, assuming he had taken it. It was all a misunderstanding, so why the following altercation?
Perhaps it is best I take my leave.
Let's make this quick, detective.
You must be delighted of the news of Mademoiselle's engagement.
Gideon is a fine, educated young man from a well-respected family.
All important when considering a new son-in-law.
A good home and education speaks volumes about a man. Even in the short time they have been engaged, his noble character is obvious. If you were an educated man, you would know that.
Bitch!
I can assure you, madame, my education is not one to be sneered at.
And yet you remain a mere detective. Perhaps it is your choices, then, that are to be questioned.
Well, maybe I like being detective. Maybe I chose to stay in this position. Ever think of that? Maybe because I'm so good at my job. You try solving all this mess,
You can make whatever assumptions you wish.
I don't like this woman.
Based on several accounts, it seems as though the Major has a certain level of disdain for him and his brother.
Felix is merely protecting both my daughter and the Van den Bosch name.
Protecting them from what exactly?
That is a question best asked to them.
Okay.
Merci. An enchanting conversation, as always.
Okay, let's see if we can talk to any more people before we start connecting some dots. Oh, Monsieur Stilling is talking on the phone, almost too loud to ignore.
Van den Bosch residence, how may I help you? Yes, of course. Please hold for one moment. Sir, yes, a call for you. Shall I direct it straight through to you in the study now? Very good, sir.
Hello, Namari. How are you? I hope you're doing well.
What can I do for you?
Merci. You have been most helpful.
Nothing at all. Is there any dots we need to connect? Found out about the... Okay. Here we go. Hastily arranged marriage.
I should not be surprised by my own skills of deduction.
Oh, I got a thingy. Reward. I should not be surprised by me. I already said that. Monsieur Gideon could be marrying into the family purely for financial gain. Well, isn't that most marriages back in the day? They married to make their family's wealth bigger. Meet the other guests and uncover their connections to the family. Oh, excuse me. What's new? Ernesto worked with the Major. Talk to Ernesto. Ernesto de la Cruz. I recently watched Coco. Okay. Upstairs? No, upstairs. There you go. Should I make the music a bit louder? Because I can't really hear it. Maybe just a bit lower. Yeah, that's a bit better. Just so it's not too quiet. Ernesto!
Is there something else you need?
You have done business with other guests at this party?
It seems someone has been asking around about me.
Only polite curiosity, I can assure you.
Well, you would be right. Although working with the Viscount caused me much less grief.
Grief, monsieur.
Let's just say we didn't always see eye to eye. And if neither side is prepared to back down, there is a problem.
There's obviously more to learn about the goings-on between Monsieur de la Silva and the Major. It certainly does not sound like a positive business relationship.
Merci for your time. It has been most intriguing.
Alrighty then. Rocky working relationship. That one?
I must
Nope.
act on thought and...
Hold on. It's been a rocky working relationship is not overly surprising. Oh. Wait. It's either this one or the other one.
I cannot see the
Nope.
logic in this.
Wait, do I connect these two together?
Things
The
are beginning
fuck?
to become clearer.
Okay. It's clear the Major is close to the family and has some connection to both Cassandra and Angeline. Talk to Margot and talk to Archibald. Okay. Wait. Is there another one? There's another thing to link. Don't know yet. Where's Margot? Margot is upstairs. No, she's downstairs. This house is too big. I wish I could just drag, not just click. Archibald.
What can I do for you?
The Major has made himself quite at home here.
Yes, he has been here for some time now. Lady Van den Bosch has been very good to let him stay so long.
Would you say he has become part of the family?
He's always been very vocal about how he stands the ladies in high regards, and so he should.
Merci. You have been most helpful.
Okay, now talk to... Oh, not the dining room. Margot!
I am all yours, detective.
You mentioned that Madame's friendship with the mayor. Oh,
You
Major.
are quite inquisitive, aren't you?
I believe it is called small talk, no?
There is small talk, and there is prying.
I assure you that is not my intention.
Monsieur, please. I know a nosy gossip hound when I see one. We can smell our own. The Major isn't worth a minute of your time, though.
You are not a fan of his.
I'd hit him with my fan, monsieur. Any man that can treat a lady the way he does doesn't deserve to be in his position.
Is that all you want to do?
And what position is that, may I ask?
Lording over Cassandra like she's the help. He shouts at her like she's a stray cat that's wandered into the house. Madness.
It is something I never thought I would hear. Madame was ready to physically escort me out of the house when I arrived to investigate Mademoiselle's missing bracelet. Yet she allows the Major to get away with murder. There must be a reason as to why she would be so accepting of such behavior. Hi, Sumi! You love murder in video games.
It has been a pleasure conversing. I look forward to our next tete-a-tete.
Tete-a-tete. Alright. Let's see. Okay. The Major views the family as high class. Oh, differing status?
The pieces of the puzzle are
He's
finally
classist.
coming together.
The Major feels that associating with the Demir family may lower the Van den Bosch name. I wonder if this is the limit of his negativity. Possible status drops. Oh, wait.
The pieces of the puzzle
ha,
are finally
ha.
coming together.
It is clear that Major does not see the Demir brothers in a good light. What does his thoughts towards them have to do with the couple's relationship? Major thinks the Demir is bad for the family. Ooh, maybe this one?
What a revelation!
The Major clearly does not want the wedding to go ahead. Monsieur Gideon's reason for punching the Major was perhaps valid after learning of the reason he is against the wedding. I'm also thinking, like, maybe the Major wants to marry Angeline and be part of the family. It's like, well, that man is low class, unlike me. Blech. Meet the other guests and uncover the connections to the family. Let's see. Could it be?
I should not be surprised by my own skills of deduction.
There's a chance the Major is involved with the blackmail somehow. What is the extent of Felix's possible involvement? Major is possibly involved in blackmailing. I'm thinking maybe this one.
Order and method.
No.
That is the way to solve the problem.
There's a chance the Major is involved with blackmail somehow. This one.
Come, my little grey cells.
Nope. Has to be something with this. Maybe this one?
I cannot see the logic in it.
Damn. I don't know what you want. Oh, wait, what? The Major didn't treat Cassandra. Oh, I didn't see that one.
Some would say a lucky guess. I would say a moment of genius.
After multiple trial and errors. I cannot tell if Margot dislikes the Major comes from genuine place or mere jealousy. Why jealousy? Maybe I'm still in the dark. Okay. Is there anyone I can talk to? How about talking to the Major again? Can't go there?
Huh.
Okay. Hello? Oh. I would have thought such a tight schedule of at least one staff member here. It says that I unlocked a conversation. But with who? Hello? Anyone I can talk to? No, not to Archibald. No, not to Zachariah. Oh, Cassandra I can talk to again.
Let's make this quick, detective.
I was passing by and noticed the butler's pantry is locked.
Locked? That is absurd. They should be constantly coming back and forth from there if they are hiding from their work again. What is it you want in my staff area anyway?
I only mention it as I was hoping to speak to some staff members. But if they are busy...
Be a good fellow and make sure they aren't slacking off in there. It shan't take you long.
It may not have been the permission I was expecting, but I shall take it nonetheless. I should try the pantry again.
Merci. An enchanting conversation, as always.
I wonder who gets murdered. I hope it's her. Because there is supposed to be a murder. Hello? Knock, knock, knock. Unlocked. I must have caught a staff member at the right time. Hello, Inge? What? How do you say your name?
Bonjour, mademoiselle.
Oh, monsieur, you startled me.
It was not my intention, mademoiselle. I was hoping to talk with a member of the staff.
You are the detective?
I am Detective Hercule Poirot. I only intend to take up a moment of your time.
Madame Van der Bosch will be very hungry if she knows I'm standing talking.
Allow me to worry about madame.
Forgive me, but I did not get your name.
Inga Frank, detective.
Inge Frank. Inge Frank.
From the Norse god of peace and fertility. A most beautiful name.
Merci. It was my grand-mère.
Grandma's name as well? You have all been working very hard this evening.
Oui, detective. Madame was very clear on what was to be prepared for today.
Well, everything looks exquisite. But if I may be blunt, would you not benefit from some more hands?
Monsieur Archie knows how busy we are, especially in the kitchen. I hate when I have to run service.
Merci, mademoiselle. I shall leave you to your work.
Alright. Oh, what's this? Have we touched this before? Touch it. A photo showing 7 members of staff. The house would surely run like clockwork with so many. Now there's Inge. And there's... Shit, I forgot her name. It's been so long since I played this. Archie. There's 2 other people. But 4 other people that I still need to meet. And a letter. Papers that ordered the dismissal of a staff member for accessing rooms without permission. Curious. Dear Miss Allard, your position as housemaid within the Vandenbosch residence is hereby officially terminated with immediate effect for the following reasons. Accessing forbidden areas of the house, refusal to make a sincere apology, emotional distress brought to the family. A reference shall be offered pending future employment. Sincerely, Madame Vandenbroek. Okay, so someone was fired. That's another person who could have motive. There does not seem to be anything of interest here. Okay. So who was Allard? Miss Allard. So should we talk to Cassandra about it? Because a disgruntled employee could be a blackmailer. Oh, just cracked my back. Can't talk to you. Bottle. Quite a substantial sized bottle of alcohol, already half drunk. Why is a half-empty bottle sitting on the bar with no glasses beside it? Because someone was drinking it out of the bottle. They were partying. Oh, wait. I already have a thingy. What's new? What's new? Bottle of alcohol. Quite a substantial size of bottle of alcohol, already half drunk. Oh, this guy.
Things are beginning to become clearer.
I could not even fathom drinking that much alcohol, especially in one evening. Oh, and I need to talk to Zachariah. Get back in there. Saki?
Fire away, detective.
What sort of lunch are you gonna get? I'm hungry. Now leftovers from breakfast. I don't mean to dampen the celebrations, but but would you like me to fetch you a glass of water?
I have a drink, but thanks anyway.
Excuse me.
I just would not like to see things get out of hand.
Don't you worry about me. I've got it covered.
Something tells me his excessive drinking is not in celebration of his Frere's engagement. I don't know how to say that. His recollection of war makes me think it may have something more serious.
Perhaps it is best I take my leave.
Oh. Can I recommend an adorable game to you? It's called One Shot. One Shot? I don't know that game. Let me check. I'll look it up later. But thank you for the recommendation. Zachariah is repressing something. I believe he is compensating for something with his consumption of alcohol. 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 Let's try to find Gideon. We haven't seen him in a while. Wait. Is there anything else we missed in the butler's pantry while we're down here? The staff photo. Pots and pans. I don't think so. Alright, let's head upstairs then. So it's like Doki Doki, but that it messes with the game files except in the phone. Oh, that's cute. Jackie's room. Library. Ernesto. Anyone else I can talk to? Let's go upstairs. Come on, in there. Nope. Can I go in? Nope. Can I go? No, I can't go upstairs. I'm stuck. Where do I go? Talk to Jackie. Investigate the blackmail. Just family to leave a manor. Why? What? How? When? Where? Where's the major? That's my question. Where did he go? Rip Persona. I know, it's been so long since I played Persona. There's just so many games out and about. I want to play them all. Some information regarding the shelter for women coming from troubled homes and backgrounds. And I can't go outside. Archibald?
What can I do for you?
Nothing.
You have been...
Okay, so clearly there's still something in the butler's pantry that we still might need because nowhere else is around. Oh, hi, pumpkin! Maybe there's something behind the photo? Photo showing several members of staff. The house will surely run like a... Can I flip it? Can I click something on it? Nope. Then there's this.
Ah,
And I can't look at it. Archibald is stress. Yeah, it would be stress too. Jackie. Ooh, donuts. Oh, I want donuts. I used to get like coffee and donuts in the morning on Sundays. So tasty.
Oui, détective. I am at your service.
Nothing.
merci, mademoiselle.
50% off. Pots and pans.
Oh,
Can't find them. Well, sorry, I can't find them. I can't find anything of note. What's your favorite kind of donut? Like, what would you usually get? Because for me, I like custard-filled donuts. They're so good. I love custard.
aha.
7. What's this?
Oh,
Painting of the sunrise over a town. Sadly, it appears to have some water damage. How do I go to my room again? I forgot. Bam.
huh.
I'm not sure how I would fare coming face to face with such a beast. Me neither. North quarters. Can I not? I think it's time I joined the party. Okay. So there's something between the group that I need to figure it out. Don't know what. Wait. Let's try exploring the library once more while we're up here. Then if I can't find anything, I'll head back down. There was nothing in the butler's pantry. Ah! Ow. My vaccination area still hurts. Looks like the happy couple are planning their honeymoon, but undecided of a destination. Is there anything of importance in this library? Collection of mystery novels.
Oh,
I could spend every waking moment reading about the adventures and the characters within these books. Fireplace?
oh.
A roaring fire, I could stand and gaze into the flames for hours. Collection of romance novels. If I had a love of my own to declare, I would surely take inspiration from them. Come on. Move it. Suspense and tension, 2 ways authors keep their readers hooked on the character. Globe. I have often found myself thinking of the prospect of traveling, perhaps one day. Can we look through the telescope by any chance? Gazing at the stars is truly one of life's simplest pleasures. Anything out the window?
Oh.
The fallen snow has laid a beautiful blanket all over the countryside. Excuse me, I just burped. Madame must have great interest in religious saints to have such materials on them. Anything in here? Looks quite valuable and delicate. I should resist the temptation to expand it further. It doesn't seem like I can talk to anyone that would be very interesting.
Is there something else you need?
Yeah.
Merci for your time.
It must be from the library. I wonder if this story would match the excitement of this weekend. Well, so far it's not very exciting because nothing is happening. Okay. Nothing up here at all. I've searched everything. There's nothing of interest. So something must be that there's something I need to uncover downstairs. Which I don't know what it is. Excuse me. Alright. Can't enter the dining room just yet. The saloon. Or salon. Alright. Can we go behind the bar? We can! Is there anything behind the bar? Just the bottle. Can I touch it? Quite a substantial bottle. Nada. Anything with the piano? The chance to play is very tempting, but I shall save myself the embarrassment. Anything in the corners of the room? Nada. Can I look out the window? Nope. Nothing of interest. The thing is, where is Gideon and... What's his name? What's her name? Angeline. Do you have anything of interest?
I am all yours, detective.
Nope.
It has been a pleasure conversing. Brother has history with Major. Zachariah is Gideon's brother. Brothers aren't close. History. Meet the other guests and uncover the connection to the family. Hugo and Jackie had a heated discussion. There's literally no one else to talk to, and there's nothing to link. That's why I'm so confused right now. Can I get a hint, please? It says there's something with... I am so confusion.
Fire away, detective.
No.
Perhaps it is best.
Okay, seriously, where's everyone else? I don't know. I'm stuck. I don't know where to go. I have no idea where Major and the other people are. Is there any other door in this place?
Huh.
There's literally nothing I can do.
Oh.
Is there anything on the table? This thing still has like a little... Margot and Cassandra are longtime friends. Cassandra is widowed. Ernesto da Silva. Nothing with him. Nothing with him. Nope. Come on. Nah, and it's gone. Gone. What else is there? Maybe it's an item? The staff rota for this evening. 4 people are assigned. This is enough staff to proceed with tonight's event. All-day service, Algebart, Elizabeth, Ing, Rayhana, Inge, kitchen, breakfast family, lunch family, dinner party, service, breakfast family, lunch family, dinner party, evening service, housekeeping, morning family, everything turned down staff. Seriously? That was it? The note on the frickin' wall? The staff live and work in this house with the Vanden Bosch family. It would not be surprising for them to know more than the family would expect or want. Oh my god. So...
Magnifique.
It appears there are a number of staff missing based on the photo in Rhoda. Why could this be? Because someone was fired.
Another success. I never doubted myself.
It appears the missing staff were in fact relieved of their duties. Could there be another reason for letting them go?
Is there
Nope.
something?
Remaining staff overwhelmed.
I must take a different approach if I am to uncover the truth.
Okay. Talk to Inge, Archibald, and Cassandra. Alright. Let's go finally talk to them. Let me just have a drink of my chocolate. Just give me a second. Another one. Okay. Finally. Gosh. Was that thing always there?
Oui, détective. I am at your service.
Madame has recently fired some member of staff, though.
That is not for me to talk about, detective. If Monsieur Archie found out I had said anything out of turn...
I am not asking you to betray your fellow staff or the family. What is said between us remains that way, mademoiselle.
Hold on, my arm's itchy. Ow, ow, ow. I recently got vaccinated. Oh, and my arm is like really red and itchy. Oh, terrible.
It's only whispers, but the last servant was caught in areas of the house they shouldn't be. Apparently, they saw something they shouldn't have. Please, detective, if Monsieur Archibald found that I was talking like this with a guest...
My lips are sealed, mademoiselle. Merci, mademoiselle. I shall leave you to your work.
Okay. Let's go talk to Archie. Archie?
What can I do for you?
May I be so bold to ask about the staff at the house?
What have they done? If I have to...
No, monsieur. There is not a complaint to be made. It is more the recent layoffs and extra work pressure you all seem to be under I am inquiring about.
We've had to let some of them go. Let's just say their standards didn't live up to what was expected.
Not exactly what the termination papers stated.
Merci. You have been most helpful.
And now, Cassandra. Oh, Cassandra!
Let's make this quick, detective.
I was hoping to explore the house.
The public rooms are not adequate space for you to celebrate my daughter's engagement.
Madame, I asked only the limits, as I understand a member of the staff was let go for a similar reason.
It would benefit you not to listen to whispers and rumors, officer. They did not produce a satisfactory standard of work. There is nothing more to say.
I'm not an officer. I am a detective.
It is detective, madame.
Thank you.
And it is just that the termination papers detail the matter and proceed to...
Need I remind you again whose house you reside in?
Merci. An enchanting conversation, as always.
Someone's touchy. Let's see. Staff knows family's hiding something.
The pieces of the puzzle are finally coming together.
There is no doubt that there must be a family secret. Can forbidden house areas hold the answer?
Come, my little grey cells.
Oh wait, maybe this one?
Things are beginning to become clearer.
Here we go. The paperwork conflicts with Archibald's account. Only one can be telling the true story. Archibald's hiding something.
This will not get me any closer to my goal.
Staff taken care of. Family taken care of. Yeah.
Another
There we go.
success. I never doubted myself.
If the family are being more cautious with their money, maybe staff were let go for that reason. There is something that does not feel right about the staff dismissal and contradicting stories of why. Only make me question its fertility further. Sweet. Investigate the blackmail. Let's see. Staff know family is hiding something. Ho ho ho. Well, now what? It says forbidden areas, so should we go snooping? Maybe. Can't go in there. Let's explore down here first. Staff quarters. Snow. Can't enter there. Can't enter there. Anyone in the library I can talk to? Nope. Let's just keep exploring.
Huh.
Thank you so much. I joined the party. But what about... Oh, wait. Oh. What happened there? Current house finance affairs related to money issues. Oh, here we go.
Magnifique.
That didn't pop up before. It appears for a moment at least the family had organized their financial situation. Talk to Cassandra, family struggling financially. Why didn't that pop up before? Oh, my back hurts. Nope. Oh, Cassandra!
Let's make this quick, detective.
You didn't see. She says detective, so I swear to God, she's saying officer just to spite me. You did not seem surprised in Monsieur Demille's payments of the blackmail.
Why would I? He is to be Angeline's new husband and my new son-in-law. If he is taking that position seriously, he will do what he must to keep his new family happy.
And to you that means paying ransom money?
It means doing what he must to protect his wife and his family name.
It has nothing to do with your own financial standing. I understand Monsieur de Silva has been of help.
I see you have still not learned any sense of tact or subtlety.
I see no reason to beat around the bush, madame.
Until you are pricked by a thorn.
And until that day, I shall continue with the method that best serves me. Now, Monsieur de Silva.
Yes, he has provided some financial support when it has been required. I assume that was the answer you were looking for.
Merci. And in
Alrighty then. I thought it was only Madame Van den Brosch that was so concerned with her appearance to others. Perhaps the Major was of similar mindset, although I'm still not sure how he fits into the family dynamic. I still think he wants to marry Angela or Cassandra, but I think I think Angela or Angeline. Alright, wait. So all of that is done. Still, the question remains about the blackmail. I can't talk to you guys. Can't go into the dining room yet, so let's go outside. Maybe there will be a scene that will be triggered. Or maybe we can talk to Mr. De Silva. Oh, I can talk to you, Archibald.
What can I do for you?
Oh, itchy. The smell from the kitchen is becoming almost too much to bear. Yes, can we please have food?
Ah, perfect timing. I was about to ask that everyone move through to the dining room.
Woo!
Très bien.
Nope, we got an achievement. The
Yes,
altercation.
Maman. Perhaps turkey I would love to see my beloved's homeland.
I'm sure we will decide on somewhere. Perhaps where we are both yet to have visited.
It was my crowning achievement.
I am not so sure you workers would agree.
Are you sure? I've definitely seen your face somewhere before.
I do not believe there is another that resembles these features, or brains, at least.
I've always liked the idea of sailing the West Indies.
In that heat? With your complexion?
Okay, but you lived in the capital at one time.
Oui, mademoiselle. I spent much of my working life there.
Maybe sleeping off half a bottle of whiskey.
Let us not be so blasé with our opinions, brother.
If you ask me.
I don't believe anyone did.
Lots of tension on this dinner table.
You're that officer! The shootout on the rooftop! Your face was all over our front page!
It seems it is not only I that possesses great skills of deduction. You...
Please, come quick! The Major has been murdered in his study!
Oh shit! I didn't know
Monsieur
he
and
would
Madame,
die.
I am Detective Hercule Poirot of the Belgian police force. I ask that you all remain calm and in your seats. I shall begin my investigation immediately.
Not gonna lie, he kind of
Monsieur
looks like
Sterling,
Gollum.
please, lead the way.
Holy shit! I didn't know. Oh shit! No wonder I couldn't find him earlier. He has been murdered. The Major, Chapter 3. A noticeable, almost sinister chill can be felt upon entering.
This is Mr. Hagen's study, Detective. Would you like me to stay?
I understand if you are not comfortable with such a scene.
Don't you worry, Detective. I've seen much worse in my years.
What have you been doing?
I am thankful to have someone of your resilience by my side.
I just can't believe someone could have killed him in cold blood. Is that what you think happened?
I admire your faith in your fellow man, but you will be surprised what someone will do when they feel there is no other option.
Well, I already am thinking about it. Everyone was already at dinner, so it's likely that... Well, except for Inge? She found the body. So I'm assuming maybe, like, she went up to be like, oh, Mr. Major, or whatever the fuck his name is. I can't remember. Major, like, dinner's ready, come on down. And then she found the body. And everyone else was already at dinner, so he was probably murdered before then, like, just before. Did any members of staff have access to this office?
Mr. Hagen does not allow any staff into the study, and they were all present in the staff quarters, or part of the dinner service.
And everyone was accounted for?
Everyone. It is my business to know all my staff's whereabouts.
Tell me about the phone call the Major received earlier.
Phone call? Yeah. It was one of his business associates.
Do you know what associate?
He didn't say. I think he was French. The accent still confuses me sometimes.
And did the Major sound any different to you? Panicked, anxious, anything out of the ordinary?
Not that I noticed. I think he was embarrassed about ending up on the floor after Master Gideon's one punch. I would be.
Yeah.
Your help and discretion in this matter are greatly appreciated.
Okay, let's look at the body.
Oh.
Ooh, stab wound. A single stab wound. I would expect to see a number of puncture wounds if the culprit had come here with the intention of murder. Black eye. A result from the confrontation with Monsieur Demille. Although only one punch was thrown, there is substantial bruising into his face. I must use all my deductive skills and experience here. Besides the stab wound, there is little to go on from his body. Whew, okay then. I was brought here to find the blackmailer, but discovered the truth behind the Major's death must take precedence. Ooh boy. Alright. There's a damp floor. What could have caused such a large damp patch on the floor? Is that blood or water? Burnt carpet. It's quite severe. Such a shame to see such a beautifully made carpet ruined. Yeah, because the dead body on it didn't ruin it. Just the burn. Okay. Is there anything in the safe? Bulky safe made with security in mind. It's locked tight, but a box of valuables sits on top of it. Oh, wait, no. No, I thought I could, like, do... Can I touch it? Alright, there's a letter in here. A note is stuffed down the side of the seat. You do not know me, but I know you and your past very well. Years have passed and your actions remain hidden to the world. Your actions that would shame even the evilest of men. Ooh. The details so heinous to include them would surely bring a tear to my eye. Now it is time for the truth to be revealed to all. While not one man is to blame for the final outcome, it was you that brought about the final piece of the puzzle. So the one that no one else would. The one that no one else would. Excuse me, why am I yawning all over the place? If you wish to remain a free man, fill a brown paper parcel with 5,000 francs, addressed to Monsieur Dumprot to Barbier and Sons Cobbler before closing this coming Wednesday. While there is a time to consider your next move, I would not ponder on it for too long. When the world knows of your crimes, they will surely not ponder long on your punishment. Another blackmail letter, written in the same manner to the one addressed to Mademoiselle Angeline. Could the Major be hiding a secret of his own, or is he in fact the author of the letter? Ooh, that is the question. It does not look as though anything is obviously missing from it. Okay. Ice bucket. Ought to have a bucket of this size for such a minute amount of water. And the window is wide open. The snow continues to bellow in. Why this window was left open, I cannot fathom. Can I close it? No. Okay. Anything? Alright, let's connect some stuff. Large check marks of money, jewelry box, falling snow. 2 things to link. Single stab wound, burn mark, remaining ice cubes. Maybe...
I should not be surprised by my own skills of deduction.
Someone has knocked over the bucket and then repositioned it. Someone besides the Major? But why is the bucket all the way on the other side of the room? Oh, my arm's itchy again. Ow, ow, ow. Ow, ow, ow. Oh, it still hurts so much. Ow.
I must act on thought and fact.
Single stab wound, burn mark, jewelry box, some money.
Some would say a lucky guess.
The obvious items of value have not been taken. Why would the killer not take a reward? Valuables not taken. This one?
Order and method. That is... What a revelation!
If someone had gone to the lengths of scaling the wall, they were surely taken some valuables. Okay, not a simple burglary. Safe. Blackmail letter. I can confirm that the window was not the intruder's point of entry. The window was not the intruder's point of entry. Careless of me not to check the door upon first arrival. Is there nothing else? The door shows no sign of forced entry or tampering. Could they have knocked Could they have just been knocked and been allowed to enter? So, it could not have been staff because the major didn't allow staff to come in. Like, at all, apparently. So, it must have been someone of higher standing. So what I'm assuming is like oh, what am I doing? So I'm assuming they came in, he turned his back. There was a cigar. He was holding a lit cigar, and then he got stabbed. He dropped the cigar. And then...
Aha.
He dropped the cigar, and then the killer... Oh, wait a minute. Dented plaster. Surprising that it has been left visible. Surely it would not have been a quick and easy fix. No. Unrepaired.
I must act on I should not be surprised
so
by
he
my own
threw
skills of deduction.
Wait, so he threw the bucket. There are signs that something occurred in the study between the major and an unknown fugitive. Evidence of a fight. Seems taboo.
I must take a different approach.
What am I...
Magnifique.
There we go. Evidence that shows a fight of sorts broke out sometime after the killer entered the room, unobstructed. The door from the bedroom and the study was how the perpetrator entered the room, but what I still do not know is, were they invited in or did they slip in unknown? That is true. He could have, the killer could have just sneaked in. Snuck in. Blah, blah, blah.
Anything I can do to help, Detective?
Has anyone else entered the room this evening?
Rihanna brought him some ice for his cheek earlier.
And when was that?
When he returned from his cigar outside, he asked for something to be brought upstairs to ease the swelling of his face. He would normally smoke only in here. Lady Vandenbosch doesn't like the smell of his cigars in the public rooms.
Madame continues to rule her home how she sees fit, and it is her prerogative.
Your help and discretion in this matter are greatly appreciated.
Now that I know that the Major was not alone, it is time to search the study further in hopes of finding a clue as to who was with him. Deduce who may have been responsible for the Major's death and obtain the murder weapon. The scene of the crime has been investigated, but it does not show a straightforward series of events. The circumstances around the Major's cigar is one such avenue that requires further exploration. Okay. Ashtray? A reasonably full ashtray. I would not expect him to at least clean this out. Towel? A discarded towel, folded and unused. Matchbox.
Huh.
No matches remain. Okay. Desk.
Oh.
A rather organized desk containing what it looks like an important documents. Poker stand.
Huh.
A normal-looking poker stand. Nothing appears out of the ordinary. Fireplace. It is incredibly dirty. The logs are old and covered in dust. The backmailator is the same. Oh, the Major's jacket. A scruffy-looking jacket is hanging upon the coat rack. The Major's scarred is in the pockets? Okay. Alright. Deduce who may be responsible for the Major's death. Okay. This one?
Come, my little Grace.
It seems like I can
We must
never
think
link, like, observations. Okay. Cast iron poker. Moldy logs. Is it like...
Is there
No.
something I...
Bucket was overturned.
This will
Nope.
not get me any...
I figured. Oh, wait, what?
Things are
Oh, so I
beginning to
can.
become clearer.
I'm just really bad at this. The Major's knife is missing and his body lies with a stab wound. It could be, well, be the murder weapon.
I cannot
Nope.
see the logic in this.
Maybe... Maybe this way?
Order and
Nope.
method.
I smell a cigarette. Burn carpet?
What a
There we go.
revelation!
The Major was smoking recently, unsurprisingly, and dropped his cigar. What could have lit the cigar?
I cannot
Nope.
see the logic in...
I'm silly. Wait, say it again. What could have lit the cigar? The matchbox was empty, so someone came in and lit it for him? Maybe?
The pieces of the puzzle are finally coming together.
I would have expected a Major to keep his belongings in much tidier fashion. Room not clean. Talk to Archibald. Clean, very tidy. Nope, that's already that one. Bucket was overturned.
Order and method.
Nope.
Another
go.
success.
This crime scene has been tampered with. The killer clearly had enough time to cover their tracks. Crime scene was compromised. Clean? Minutes of smoking.
Come,
Nope.
my little Grace.
Let's talk to Archibald first, because I know there was one.
Anything I can do to help, Detective?
For a house that has such high standards, there is a noticeable lack of care taken in here.
As I said, Mr. Hagen did not allow the staff in here alone, besides me. He was very clear on that.
Let me have a drink. Yum.
Have the staff ever given him reason to not trust them?
Nothing has ever been brought to my attention, but he was very clear no one was to be in here without his permission.
I suppose it is not unreasonable. I would have thought with his military past he would have kept it immaculate with not a speck of dust or hair out of place. But the fireplace, for instance, says otherwise.
I haven't seen it lit since he has been with us, even in the colder months. It's been in this state for some time.
Your help and discretion in this matter are greatly appreciated.
Alright. Unused. Clean.
I must take a different approach if I am to uncup.
To do so may have been responsible. Seems compromise. Clean?
Some would
There
say
we
a
go.
lucky guess. I would say a moment of genius.
There's currently no way to rule out the poker being the murder weapon. Being cleaned.
I should not be surprised by my own skills of deduction.
There was no items that could start a fire or light a cigar. No fire resource. But there was evidence of smoking.
Some would say a lucky guess. I would say a moment of genius.
There remains no means to light the cigar. Someone must have lit it for him. Someone he trusted, but who? Someone lit the major cigar. Killer's entry to the room was unobstructed.
Another success. I never doubted myself.
Someone lit his cigar for him and attacked him when he least expected it. Who could have been so ruthless? Major knew his killer. Ooh. Crime seems compromised.
Things are beginning to become clearer.
They lit the major's cigar and, following the brutal attack of murder, took the time to clean the scene. They were not in a hurry and could still be in the house. How could they remain so calm? The murder weapon remains a mystery. The killer, whose identity is still uncovered, must still reside in the house. The call for coming inside the house! I said that so fast that didn't make sense. The call's coming from inside the house. Investigate the murder. I was not expecting to have a murder case on my hands when I arrived, but this was merely to be another test for the great Detective Poirot. Murder and blackmail. Alright, let's talk to Archie again.
Anything I can do to help, Detective?
I believe I've collected all the necessary information and evidence. I would now like to inspect his adjoining bedroom.
As you wish.
It is clear the reason for entering the Major's study was not to make a case of his valuables. What I must understand is if the intent of murder was there. The study has been manipulated following the Major's death, meaning they had time to return to the scene and attempt to cover their tracks. The perpetrator entered through the bedroom. Perhaps there is something they failed to clean up behind them that can make sense of all this. I should review what clues the study yield before continuing. Let me stretch. Ooh, cracked my back. If the killer still resides around in the house, I must approach everyone with not only caution but suspicion. Oh, big stretch. Oh, I'm so stiff. Ugh. Ah, okay. Let me adjust my glasses.
Oh.
Another letter addressed to the Major. It appears he comes looking out for his business concerns with the workers' strike. Felix, I understand that there are a number of business concerns for you in the situation that has arisen within the factories, but I offer this piece of advice. Step back. Monsieur Becker's efforts with the union have finally opened the workers' eyes, and they seek, nay, demand the fair treatment they deserve for so long. The fuel for the fire has already been laid, and the match has already been struck. You do not want to be near those flames when they ignite. All these metaphors. Wait, are they metaphors? No, there's something else. I can't remember what they're called. Are they metaphors? I don't know. I know you were once a good, honorable man. I pray that it is still true today. I must review the information I've gathered from each guest today. There may be something that will help me reveal the identity of the letter's author. Okay. Is there anything out the window? No. There anything with the plant? No. Oh, drawers open. It seems Madame Vandenbrosch's heart is a trophy worth fighting over. Major Hagen, I hope you will excuse my bluntness and plain speaking, but there is a matter regarding Madame Vandenbrosch that requires not only our attention, but a level of understanding and respect between both of us. I'm so yawny today. I'm fully aware that the help you have offered to not only the Madame, but her family and household. I am also aware that you know of the assistance that I have given to Madame and the Viscount before her. We were friends and business partners, and I felt it is my duty to continue to give aid and keep the Vandenbrosch name at the standing that it has always been. Having said that, it is not always as simple to keep business and personal matters separate, and this is how I find myself today. Cassandra and I share a bond that one does not experience often in their lifetime. No doubt you have felt similar, but what may be lust to one man is love to another. Oh. Well, I respect you for your efforts in the war and the generosity you have shown Madame. I must request you step back from what you may consider to be your duties of the house, and allow for Madame to make her choice, the choice that I believe is obvious to all parties. Me. I trust this correspondence remains for your eyes only, and a gentleman's agreement is enough to guarantee our arrangement. Ooh. It is a rather bold move to challenge the Major as they have, especially with his position at the house. Hunting rifles. This could be the weapon that brought down some of the impressive animals that now fill the walls. Gross. Anything else? Some cigars. There's a note. A rather threatening letter has been penned, addressed to Major F. Hagen. Dear Major F. Hagen, I did not think I would ever find myself writing a letter such as this, but under the current circumstances, I see no other option. Madame Vandenbrosch and I have been friends for more years than I care to say. That is why I can no longer sit back and allow your bullying to continue. I am well aware of the companionship you have offered to my good friend over the years. It has been most generous, and without it I care not to think what would have happened to her. But that does not give you the opportunity to act in such a foul and boorish manner. The day the Viscount passed, I promised that I would protect both Cassandra and Angeline, and it is a promise I will keep. Oh, hi, Sumi. Oh, you took a nap? I'm getting sleepy myself. I don't know why. You were once a major in the British Armed Forces, but your actions have mirrored that of drunken fools who hold no place in our society, let alone Madame's house. Please do not bother yourself with a response. There is not a question that requires an answer. Only a hope that you see the errors and adjust them accordingly. The author speaks of bullying, and although no one specifies in the note, any form of that treatment towards a woman is not acceptable. Yes, we sleep. Yes, we do. I didn't sleep until like 4 a.m. last night, though. It wasn't my intention, I just couldn't sleep. I wondered how many travel expeditions have been planned while enjoying the contents of the globe. Alright, so I think I know who they came from in terms of the note. Alright, threatening letter. I think it's her.
Magnifique.
Margot was quick to speak of her protection over Cassandra. She must take this role very seriously. Love Cassandra. I think you.
The pieces of the puzzle are finally coming together.
If there is something between Ernesto and Madame Van den Brosch, Archibald will surely know of it. Heh. Hey, you got some tea? Ooh. Sorry, my arm really just stings out from the vaccine. Ugh. Itchy, itchy, itchy. And I don't have any ice packs. Okay. Warning about upcoming strikes. I think you.
I must act on thought and fact.
Wait. Maybe it's like that.
Is there something
Why?
This will not get me any closer.
Oh, wait, what? Really?
What a revelation.
Damn. Oh, that's right, because he's part of the union. Ah, I'm so silly. The only other union supporter I know that is passionate enough to write such a letter is Monsieur Gideon. That's right. It's hard to sleep upside down. Ha 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 ha. So funny. Okay. 3 letters, which I have already read through. Alright, speak to Archie.
Certainly. What do you need?
What do you know of the Major's relationship with the guests?
The male guests, I believe, he knows in a business capacity, but I'm afraid that's all I know. I will add, though, he has not always been the easiest man to get along with.
You are talking from personal experience of working for him.
I am head butler to the Van den Bosch family in their home. He has made himself comfortable, but to me he still remained a guest.
Hold on one second. I'm just gonna adjust myself real quick. So, be right back. Dum 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 dum. Dum 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 dum. Dum 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 dum. Dum 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 dum. I'm back. Debate time. Is it a spicy flavor or just painful? I like spicy. Do you know how much of the Major's time in the army?
There's not much I couldn't tell you. As soon as he found out my father was in the army, his stories never stopped.
I am sure an officer of his rank must have many a tale.
A tale is a fitting description. Not so much a pinch of salt, more like a bag is needed listening to them.
What can you tell about Monsieur de la Silva, the Major, and Madame Van den Brosch?
You've lost me, detective?
I struggle to believe they were both helping her out of the kindness of their hearts. Could they have been fighting for the Madame's affection?
Sumi, spicy. Is it a spicy flavor or just painful? Spicy.
Ah, that didn't take you long to spot.
Monsieur Stilling's lack of real response gives me all the answer I require.
Your help and discretion in this matter are greatly appreciated.
Alrighty then. Determine who in the warrants caution. Determine who in the house warrants cautious affection. Wait. There we
Things are
go.
beginning to become clearer.
Now I know of Ernesto's feeling towards Cassandra. He must be the one behind the letter.
I should not be surprised by my own skills of deduction.
It seems the guests were not fond of the Major. You think?
Magnifique.
It's highly possible one of the guests is behind the murder. This warrants immediate investigation. Based on the evidence seen in the Major's study and bedroom, as well as what I've learned from speaking with the guests, Monsieur de la Silver, Comtesse de Vos, and Monsieur de Mille, warrants concern and further investigation. Let's go! I did it. Okay. Shall we head outside? Oh, I can talk to you.
Certainly. What do you need?
There is nothing further for me to investigate in here. Would you kindly gather the guests for me?
As you wish, Detective.
It seems there is no simple award. The Major. Oh, I've already completed Chapter 3. Okay, apparently. The Major's popularity amongst the guests does not seem very high. There are still many questions that must be asked. Oh, I'm already on Chapter 4. And it's not even 2 hours. The interrogations.
The guests are waiting for you, Detective.
Let me have a drink. Okay.
I informed them of what has happened, but divulged no details.
There goes my opportunity to catch one of them off guard. No matter, I have more than one weapon in my armor.
I am most grateful. Madame Vandenbosch is here also?
She's in her room with Miss Angeline. It may be better to speak with them privately tomorrow.
Oui, merci. I shall come find you again once my questioning is complete.
The guests' alibis are my priority. Once I can confirm their whereabouts this evening, I can understand who had an opportunity. I have my lead suspects from the evidence at the scene of the crime. Perhaps those will change after speaking with all of them. Alright. Let's talk to you first. Can I?
I'm afraid our conversation is of a more formal nature this time.
So the Major was murdered?
It appears so.
You can't think that I did it, though.
I will be questioning everyone over the course of the evening, and your cooperation will certainly speed up that process.
Perhaps, besides speaking with me, tell me about your movements before dinner.
I was here in the salon, minding my own business, enjoying my own company.
Minding your business from whom?
Comtesse, what's her name, and my brother. Apart from wanting to congratulate him for a great right hook, there was nothing I had to say to him.
Comtesse de Vos? And they will both confirm you were here?
If she had taken a moment to notice anything besides herself, she would
Yikes.
tell you I was here the whole time.
Okay then.
I think that is all for now. Merci for your time.
Alright, Hugo?
Bonsoir, Monsieur Beckers. Merci for speaking with me.
Monsieur Poirot, or should it be Detective Poirot now?
Detective Poirot is perfect. Merci. I would like to begin with a few questions.
Go right ahead, Detective Poirot.
Yes, very nice. Very respectful. Can you tell me where you were prior to the dinner?
I took great pleasure in seeing the Major's ego as well as his face take a bruising. And then I made my way to the library.
Where you spoke with Mademoiselle Conrad.
And yourself? Yes.
We were the only two that you spoke with.
One of the servants bought me a drink and I was telling her about the benefits of joining a union. She didn't understand what it truly meant to be a part of something. Something bigger than just her. I was trying to explain to her how...
Monsieur.
Oh, yes, it was just the two of you and the servant.
Strange that he does not seem to recall seeing Monsieur de Silver in the library.
And you are sure there was no one else present?
I'm not sure what you're getting at, Detective. You were there.
Merci, Monsieur Beckers. It has been a most enlightening conversation.
Okay then. Ernesto?
Monsieur de Silva, merci for obliging me.
A detective comes to a party and a dead body shows up. Coincidental, don't you think?
A man's death is not a matter to joke on, monsieur.
Who said anything about a joke? I am saying what I see.
Then perhaps you can tell me what it was you saw this evening.
Where were you prior to dinner?
Following whatever that was in the hall, I moved to the library.
Is there anyone that can confirm that?
Miss Conrad and Beckers were in there, arguing about something. The books held my interest far more than their conversation.
You did not speak with them until dinner was served?
I had no reason to get involved with their little spat. It was clear they didn't want me to hear, and that suited me just fine.
Okay.
Merci for your cooperation.
And Gideon?
Monsieur Demir, I am sorry your celebrations have taken a rather dark turn.
As am I, Detective. I hope we will be able to bring this investigation to an end post-haste.
With your cooperation, I will do my very best.
Besides your time in the hall, where were you before we were summoned to dinner?
I was here in the salon. I thought I would have a moment of peace to calm myself, but the Comtesse and my brother followed behind.
Did they inquire into the reasons behind the fight in the hall?
I think they both saw it as some light entertainment, more than anything else.
The Comtesse does not strike me as one to enjoy violence.
And not so much violence, but karma for the Major, perhaps. You did not hear how he spoke to my wife-to-be. She is still rather upset about the whole thing.
If you would be so kind as to stay here, I may require your help further.
Margot?
Comtesse, I am sorry our next conversation must be under such formal circumstances.
It is not the first time Felix has ruined a good party.
The current state of tonight's celebrations is the least of my priorities, Comtesse.
Well, it's at the top of mine, Detective. I did not come here for a wake.
Yikes. I know the guy wasn't liked, but Jesus.
Perhaps then we should proceed with my questions and you can get back to celebrating.
It would be my pleasure, chérie.
We spoke earlier. Did you remain here in the saloon after until dinner was served?
I did. I thought by staying in one place, it would be easy for the staff to bring me my drinks. How wrong I was.
And who else was present in here?
Oh, Ichi knows.
The handsome groom-to-be and his brother, although Zachariah, is it, made a rather sharp exit at one stage.
Did he say where he was going?
He barely said 2 words to either of us. I think he was more concerned with his drink.
Another to notice Monsieur Demir's drinking, and yet no one seems concerned.
Merci, Comtesse. If I have any further questions, I shall be sure to come and find you.
Jackie!
Mademoiselle Conrad, I am sure you understand the delicate nature of the situation.
I knew I had seen your face before. You were just an officer when that story hit the paper.
You have a très bon memory, mademoiselle. That was a long time ago.
You can't escape the past, especially when you go and do something like that.
That is very true, but one can learn from it and create a better future.
What would you say to an
Please, mademoiselle.
Nice try.
Catching the Major's killer is my sole concern right now. Now, if you would be so kind, I have some questions for you.
Tell me about your evening since your arrival.
I arrived, unpacked my bags in my room, and made it downstairs just in time to see the Major take a right hook from Gideon. And then I went to check out the library.
And you were joined by Monsieur Beckers.
And Ernesto, or Monsieur de Silver, as you say. But after he ignored my attempt at pleasantries, I left him to his book in the corner.
And your conversation with Monsieur Beckers that I interrupted.
You are a persistent one, aren't you? Makes sense now I know who you really are. You'll just have to wait and read about it in the paper like everyone else.
Mademoiselle Conrad still remains tight-lipped about her discussion with Monsieur Becker, but a hint at reading about it in the newspaper makes me believe it may be such a grander nature than I expected.
You have been most helpful. I request you do not go too far. Merci.
Okay. I've talked to everybody here. Let's link up some stuff. Ooh, 6 of them. Interrogate the guests and confirm their alibis. Okay. Spoke with Jackie and myself. Talking to Hugo.
Another success.
Jackie and Hugo confirmed with each other's appearance in the library. Ernesto was lurking in the library.
Some would say a lucky guess.
They confirm each other's appearance in the library. Jackie and Hugo confirmed. No, Jackie and Ernesto confirmed. Bye.
Order and method.
Nope. Silly me. Jackie was in the library. Margot was in the saloon. Gideon saw Margot and Zachariah. Gideon was present.
The pieces of the puzzle are finally coming together.
Margot and Gideon confirm each other's appearance at the saloon. Zachariah saw Gideon.
This will not get me any closer to my goal.
Oh, wait. Zachariah saw Gideon and Margot. Gideon saw Margot and Zachariah.
What a revelation!
They confirm each other's appearance at the saloon. Gideon and Zachariah confirmed each other's alibis. Zachariah's braced to stay for Margot. Zachariah went missing.
I must take a different approach if I...
No. Angela was still upset about the altercation. Maybe this one?
I must act on thought.
There's still 2 more to link. Spoke with Jackie and myself. Argument between Jackie and Hugo. Zachariah was in the saloon. No. Maybe this one?
I cannot see the logic in this.
Oh. Wait. Oh, okay.
What a revelation!
Hugo failed to mention seeing Ernesto in the library. Ah, okay. Wait, what was the other one? This one? And this one?
Come, my little grey cells. We must think logically.
My camera! Ah! What was it again? Shoot, I lost it. This one?
Is there something...
Oh god, wait, I missed it. I lost it. This one?
I should not be surprised by my own skills of deduction.
Margot claims Zachariah stepped out of the room, but Gideon did not mention it. Was he missing at the time accounted for? Okay. Oh, there's something else to... Oh no, there's nothing to link. Alright, let's talk to Zachariah.
I'm an open book, Poirot.
Your version of events.
I told you already. I was here in the salon.
And you did not leave even once?
Well, I had to use the bathroom. I didn't realize I had to update you every time nature called.
You may keep your calls of nature to yourself, merci. And then you returned to the salon?
If you don't believe me, ask Archibald. he saw me on his way up to the study.
I think that is all for now. Merci for your time.
And talk to Hugo.
Whatever you require, Detective.
Your story of tonight's events.
I know you are probably used to dealing with criminals, but not everyone is trying to hide something.
I hope for your sake that you do not hide anything from me.
What is it you think I'm hiding?
I struggle to believe you did not know of Monsieur da Silva's presence in the library.
Is that what this is about? I saw him hiding in the corner, pretending to read. I'd be surprised if he even could. I did not speak to him, and he certainly didn't make any attempt to speak with me.
Monsieur Demire invited you here to speak with him. You didn't see that as a fitting time too?
I was speaking with Jacqueline, and quite frankly, I was in no mood to be dealing with that man.
Monsieur Beckers is courageous and full of vigor in his planning, but his execution does not share such competence.
Merci, Monsieur Beckers. It has been a most enlightening conversation.
Who else did I need to talk to? Talk to Archie. Oh, Archie!
Can you confirm seeing Monsieur Demire in the hall this evening?
Zachariah, yes. I was on my way with a bottle of whiskey to the Major. He shouted a rather ignorable greeting to me and asked for directions to the bathroom.
Oh, hey, Shady! Hi! How are you?
I presume you showed him the way?
Aye, Detective. I showed him to the hall bathroom. I didn't think it was wise to attempt the stairs, not in that state.
This will not get me any closer to my...
Oh, wait. Maybe this one?
Some
There
would
we
say
go.
a lucky guess. I would say a moment of genius.
Archibald confirmed Zachariah's movements out of the salon, however brief.
Things are beginning to become clearer.
Gideon, Zachariah, and Margot were all in the salon at least for some time altogether. Surely someone else is to blame. I'm doing alright. I was a bit sick yesterday because I recently got vaccinated. It was awful. And my arm still hurts from the vaccine. It's like, it's got like a big red patch and it's really warm to the touch. And it really hurts. Hello, Brian Slayer.
Come, my little grey cells. We must...
Yeah, I'm feeling better. A lot better than yesterday. Because I got the vaccine on Thursday, but I didn't get any side effects until like Friday evening. And then I got a fever. I got like full body aches. I was so delirious, I accidentally put my clothes on inside out. That's how much pain I was in. I was just like, oh, I don't care. I'm just gonna put some clothes on and then I'm gonna go to bed. But now I'm a lot better. I'm still a little bit sluggish. And my arm still hurts, but other than that, I'm alright. So I just rest up yesterday and I just spent the day editing and uploading some videos. Hugo does not mention Ernest. This one?
I must act on thought.
What am I looking at? This one?
I cannot see the logic in this.
Nope. Oh, silly me.
Another success. I never doubted myself.
Hugo and Ernesto now confirmed each other's appearance in the library.
The pieces of the puzzle are finally coming together.
Hugo, Ernesto, and Jackie support each other's versions of events. Someone else must be responsible for sure. Even with these minute differences in stories, the guests all confirm each other's alibis. It is not the outcome I was expecting or perhaps hoping for. Maybe they're all in on it. Yeah, I was gonna post them earlier, but so just a brief story. Basically, when I was playing the second episode of Avatar, Frontiers of Pandora, something was going on with my face cam, so I quickly just went to be right back screen, and I muted the game because, you could still hear it. So I fixed up my camera, I popped the game back on. I was like, yay, it finally worked. Okay, it's all good. And I forgot to unmute the game, and I didn't realize until 45 minutes later. And I'm like, fuck, all this game. Luckily, it was only side missions that were muted. It wasn't like the main missions. But I thought, I just don't want like 45 minutes of like silence and just my game, just my voice. So what I did is that I edited, so what I did is that I made a new file, I made a new profile on the game, and I played up to those two, what is it called? Those two side missions, and just recorded audio. So I re-recorded the audio on a new gameplay, and then I took that audio, I edited it, and I just placed where, I just only put in like really important dialogue. So I did all that. It took me almost 2 days. Just because I was feeling like shit. Anyway, I did all that, and I uploaded the video, and then for some reason YouTube was like, oh, this part of this video is copyrighted. And I'm like, what the fuck? What do you mean copyrighted? So I looked at the time frame that YouTube is saying I copyrighted, and it's just game dialogue. Like, there's nothing in there that would like be considered copyrighted, that like there's no one else's voice. It was just game dialogue. Then it copyrighted because like it was the same dialogue or something of a different playthrough. But like, how can you copyright like game audio or game dialogue? It's for everyone. So I had to frickin' are dialogues considered copyright? Yeah, I don't know. I think just YouTube AI is being all weird and like stupid. Which is weird because it only copyrighted like I think 40 seconds of my video, and it was all game dialogue. Like, there's no one else talking, just the game characters, which was weird. And because like I said, it accidentally muted for 2 side quests that I did, so it didn't copyright the other side quest dialogue that I edited in. It was only just that 40 seconds. And I'm like, what the fuck? So I had to frickin' what is it called? I had to dispute it. And it was such a pain in the ass. And there was other stuff. It was just a mess. It was a mess. Okay? But I've disputed it. Hopefully they'll get back to me soon. But it doesn't really affect me that much. Like, I'm not really making money from YouTube just yet, so I don't really care. But at the same time, I don't want that on my record of my record. I put in air quotes. I just don't want it to like bite me in the ass someday if I do start making money from YouTube. So I might as well just dispute it now. And it's weird too, because the thing is, like, I uploaded the video and and then I got that copyright like notification, and I'm like, wait, that's weird. So I took down the video, and then I needed to fix some stuff in the editing anyway. I just realized there was some stuff that sounded weird. So I re-edited it. And then I uploaded it again, and I still got that same copyright. So, I don't know. It was weird. I had to do so much shit, and then at that point, I just disputed it, and hopefully they'll get back to me soon. But yeah, that was annoying. But it's weird, but all the other videos that I uploaded were fine. Oh. Anyway, I had a great old time being sick and dealing with copyright shit. What did not yield the results I desired, perhaps a more direct approach considering their potential motives will reveal more. Alright, I guess we're talking to people again.
I'm an open book, Poirot.
Hopefully you'll get that issue fixed because there's a lot of bullshit Yeah, it's so weird. Actually, there was one time where... So, I played Fears to Fathom, the very first episode, which was free. So, I just went ahead and played it for Halloween. And it was a pretty short game, so I just played for those 20 minutes, I guess. It was a 20-minute game. So I played those 20 minutes on Twitch, and then I went ahead and edited it, and then I uploaded it, and apparently there was actually copyrighted music in there, which I didn't know about. And I was going to dispute it at first, but then I looked it up, and I'm like, okay, so it is copyrighted music. So I just had to, what is it called? I had to like lower the volume of it in the background, which thank God I was able to do. And yeah, I just re-uploaded it, and then it was fine. So I don't know why it's thinking that I'm using copyrighted game dialogue or whatever. Or, I don't know. Yeah, YouTube is not doing their job. They're just leaving everything to AI, and it's not working. Did you speak with the Major this evening?
Why would I? I've got nothing to say to him, except maybe to keep his hands off what is ours.
What is yours that he could want?
Money, of course. Why do you think he has been suckling at the Van den Bosch teat for so long? He's bled them dry, and now they will all do the same to our money.
Our?
My father's, Gideon's, it's all the same.
I get the sense that you and Monsieur Gideon are not the closest.
When you have not been on level playing fields for years, it's hard to have a fair game.
I am afraid I do not quite understand.
If we're playing golf, he has a full set of clubs and a caddy in the form of my father, and I have the old split putter. Make sense now?
Perfectly.
There is certainly some hostility towards his brother. This runs much deeper than brotherly rivalry.
I think that is all for now. Merci for your time.
Okay. And Hugo?
Whatever you require, detective.
How do you know the victim?
I know that I don't think, or didn't think, a great deal of him. I'm just sorry I didn't get the chance to tell him what I thought.
The man has recently been murdered.
Someone must stand up to men like him, with their crooked dealings and lack of, well, any compassion at all.
Another rousing speech, monsieur.
It's the truth. If you knew what I know, maybe he wouldn't be dead, but behind bars instead.
Your connection to the family is through Monsieur Demire.
Yes, Gideon invited me. If you will recall from our previous conversation, we have been working together and he thought now would be a good time to discuss matters.
To discuss business at the celebration of his engagement?
We're all here, so what better time? He thought Da Silva might even let his guard down if he was in a more jubilant mood.
And what business was it that was so urgent?
We're trying to resolve the worker strikes. It has gone on long enough. Now is the time for him to listen to our demands so we can put an end to it all. Put the violence and upset behind us. Anger, yes, but that's all. I wouldn't kill a man.
You must see why this leads me to have suspicions.
You can't honestly think I did it. I am a man of peace. I make changes with words, not with violence.
I barely mentioned the Major and Monsieur Beckers became rather flustered and defensive.
I am fighting for the basic rights of our workers, nothing more. If he can't see that, he is a lesser man than I already thought.
And where does Monsieur Gédion fit into the negotiations? And his brother?
His brother? I didn't even know he had a brother until I arrived here. Gideon certainly hasn't talked much about him. I get the sense there's not much love lost between them.
When was the last time you saw the Major?
Last I saw, he was outside having a cigar.
Oui, I spoke with him myself, but that was some time ago.
He does love a cigar. You'd have to stand out in those conditions. I could barely see him through the snow.
Merci, Monsieur Beckers. It has been a most enlightening conversation.
Ernesto?
More questions? I suppose so.
Can you tell me more about your relationship with the deceased?
Felix, I didn't know him that well. We spoke a handful of times. I met him through Cassandra. I thought him to be rather pompous.
And Cassandra isn't?
But you remained polite, as any gentleman would.
Of course.
The negative opinion of the Major is rather acquisitus? I'm yet to meet someone with a particularly positive view of him. Why don't you tell me more about your relationship with Madame van den Bosch?
What is there to say? She's a remarkable woman, and I admire her. Even after Edwin's death, she held herself with such poise.
It sounds as though you hold her in the highest regard.
And why shouldn't I? Women these days could take a leaf out of her book on how to present themselves.
Have I posted the game on YouTube yet? Yeah, so I posted part 1, which was the prologue, the first chapter, and I just finished chapter 2. Did I finish chapter 2, or this is chapter 4? I don't know. The game's going by pretty quickly. I thought it would be a little bit longer. You said you had to talk with the Major a few times. About what exactly?
He had approached me about doing some business together. I like to know who I'm getting into bed with first.
And you both went ahead with your business venture.
Not so much a business venture, more security related. But there is no need to discuss that any further.
Is there something you wish to remain hidden about your partnership, monsieur?
It was far from a partnership. I hired him to run security at my factories. If the workers were going to get violent, I wanted to make sure I was ready to protect my property.
Both you and the Major have been very supportive of Madame van den Bosch over the years.
That is correct.
And the reason for your support was always of a purely platonic nature.
If you're trying to insinuate that I was expecting something in return, you can remove your head from the gutter.
Oh, I almost choked on my saliva. Well, not necessarily like that. I'm assuming maybe some companionship. A new relationship.
I meant no offense. I'm only trying to understand the dynamic of your relationship.
I may need to approach this in a different manner. Perhaps I should speak with the Comtesse on this.
Merci for your cooperation.
Let me see. What chapter am I in? What chapter? I'm on chapter 4. It's going by pretty quickly. Gideon.
No trouble at all. How can I help?
With the joining of the two families and the Major being around so much, I assume you knew him well.
I knew of him more than actually knowing him myself. In the past, he made his feelings towards my brother and I quite clear.
And that was not in a positive way.
I certainly wouldn't call trying to get Angeline to postpone the engagement positive.
I spoke with your brother earlier. He is certainly enjoying himself.
What do you mean?
I do not mean to pry, only I imagine the whole room was aware of his celebrating with a bottle.
You must be mistaken. Neither my brother nor I drink.
Excuse me? Are you that blind? I do not know how he could not have noticed the state of his brother was in. Perhaps one does not see what one does not want to believe. Oh, so he's Delulu. Delulu is the Salulu. How is your relationship with your brother?
We aren't the closest. But what brothers are?
My brothers are pretty close.
I would argue that many are.
We've lived very different lives. Our priorities are different. He does not see things the way I do. There isn't much more to say.
AKA, you're the golden child. There is clearly more to uncover here. I shall return to the matter when I have fuel that is required to get the answer. I'd like to ask you about your work with the Union.
I have lent my voice to some discussions. I have tried to facilitate meetings. Just positive support.
Does that positive support include sending letters to those on the opposing side?
Detective Poirot, I'm not sure what you think I have done.
Monsieur, a letter has been found threatening the Major of what might happen if he does not act promptly, and now he has wound up dead.
You think my sending him a letter, warning him not to get involved, means I murdered him?
Yeah, I don't think it was Gideon. I highly doubt it.
At this time, it is certainly reason for me to be suspicious.
I have been funding the strikes, Detective. These men deserve fair treatment, and a wage that fits the hard work they undertake every single day. The Major didn't see that. All he cared about was the money for his services, and that is all I care to discuss.
It appears the Monsieur's letter was at least written with noble intention, but he is still hesitant to talk more on the Major's association.
If you would be so kind as to stay here, I may require your help further.
Margot, I'm sorry.
I am all yours, Detective.
Did you ever speak to the Major about how he treated Madame Van den Brosch?
Why would I actively choose to speak to that wretched man?
These accents.
You were quite adamant of your protection of Madame. If he was as awful as you portrayed him to be, there must have been some words spoken, or perhaps written?
He was quite aware of how I felt towards him, and the lengths he has gone to remain close to the family. That
I must admit, I would not want to be on the receiving end of your tongue's wrath, Countess.
Oh my god, is it raining outside? Well, it looks like it's about to.
Wise thinking, Detective.
I'm sure you've noticed Madame Van den Brosch's absence.
I imagine she will have shed a tear for him, but she should not waste any more.
You don't think she would? Or you don't want her to?
I have made it quite clear what I think of that man, alive or dead. I would not want her to waste anything further on him.
I don't know who has the sharper tongue, Madame Van den Brosch or the Comtesse. It is certainly a close race to the first place. What of Madame Van den Brosch and Monsieur de la Silver's relationship?
What of it?
Are they bumping uglies? Is that how you say it? Oh, what's an old way to say it? Like, oh, I want to learn some like old ways to say bumping uglies.
Do you believe there was something more to their friendship?
As I have said, Detective, I am not one to gossip.
I beg to fucking differ.
I would not even consider your name and that word in the same sentence.
I would.
Because it is not gossip when it's the truth.
There it is. I'm not sure what is exactly correct, but the Comtesse has made a bold attempt to justify her wagging tongue.
Why else do you think he would stay around for so long? Yes, he was a friend and partner to the Viscount, but it is plain to see it is Cassandra's partnership he longs for.
You have explained that the Major was trying to remain close to the family, but not why.
He was a disgusting leech that was driven only by money and power, like most men.
I can assure you not all men are concerned with such egotistical wealth.
I can't believe Monsieur Perler was like, well, not all men. I mean, it's true, but like, it's just funny.
That may be, but they are few and far between. I believe you are a special case, Detective Poirot.
Yeah, like for I like to think of the argument of like not all men. I think my dad put it in a really good way. We were talking about something entirely different, but it kind of has the same precedence, I guess you could call it. So basically he told me, say that there is a big bowl of M&Ms or like a big bowl of snacks that you really love. But you learned that one of them is poisoned. Would you take the chance? Like, not all of them, one of them is poisoned. Out of this big bowl of candy or chips or snacks that you really love, one of them is poisoned. You know, and someone gave you this bowl, you know, and they're like, not all of them are poisoned. But you're like, well, yeah, but one of them is. Like, I'm not gonna take that chance. You know, it's totally off topic, but I like to think of it that way. Yes, not all men, but there's one there that spoils the entire batch. Anyway, enough with the political talk.
It is not the first time I have been described in such a way.
Embrace the compliment, Detective. You have set yourself apart from the horrid crétins that seem to somehow make their way into positions of authority and power.
And that is what the Major was doing? Using Madame Van den Bosch as his ladder to the top?
You are finally seeing the man he was. A weak and self-indulgent social climber.
Wow. The Comtesse has certainly opened my eyes to the Major's true ambitions with the Van den Bosch family. I wonder if Madame herself is aware of his greed and hunger for social recognition.
Merci, Comtesse. If I have any further questions, I shall be sure to come and find you.
So would you go as far as marrying Cassandra? Or even Angeline? Oh, wait, no, don't talk to Margot. Talk to Jackie, talk to Zachariah. Oh yeah, I totally forgot about Jackie. She's always tucked in the corner and I'm like, who are you again?
You came to the right place. What do you need?
American accent. What did you know about the victim?
I know that he was not the good and honest man he liked to think he was.
In what sense?
If you spoke to him for longer than 5 minutes, you'd know. I've met people in dark alleys I trust before him.
And on the occasions when you did speak with him, what was discussed?
I'm sorry, Poirot. If you're looking for a deep-seated secret between me and him, you're going to be disappointed.
Mademoiselle Conrad is wise to the nature of this question. She knows exactly what and what not to say. This nut may be harder to crack than first expected. Well, yeah, she's a journalist. She's probably asked these questions before. As you were previously speaking with him, I assume you know Monsieur Beckers as well then.
That man has got some real anger issues. I get why he's frustrated. He's trying his best for the workers, but holding on to rage like that, something's gonna burst.
She's really loud. A man suppressing his anger and a murdered body. The most amateur detective could see the connection. You seem to know a great deal about everyone. What can you tell me about Monsieur de la Silver and Madame Van den Bosch?
If you think you can use me as some sort of gossip machine, you are sorely mistaken.
I just want to know if they were bumping uglies, you know?
I can assure you it is not a case of gossiping. At this point, everything may be relevant to my investigation.
So I would be helping you potentially solve a crime? You should have said that off the bat. To say he's smitten is an understatement.
Oh boy.
I reckon he's been wanting her for years.
Ooh, even before her husband died?
I see. Madame does not feel the same?
Doesn't look like it. If she did, she would have said something about it, right?
Maybe she's too prideful. She seems like the type. What are your thoughts on the Comtesse? Comtesse. I'd appreciate your opinion on her.
I don't know if you really would. She's got a mouth the size of Texas, except when it comes to truths about her. She wants everyone to think that she's the savior of these girls at the shelter. But there's a side to her I don't think anyone gets to see.
And what side is that?
One that she is keeping tucked away under her very expensive dress.
I can only see the work at a woman's shelter as positive, even if the reason to start came from selfish place. The work they do cannot be coughed up. Yeah, I sort of agree. Even though, like, at the end of the day, it is helping people. Even if it is for, like, selfish reasons, you know, it'd be like, oh, look at me. I opened up a women's shelter and shit. Like, sure, you're... But at least it's helping people. As long as it's helping people, like, I can't really complain. In my opinion, anyway.
You have been most helpful. I request you do not go too far. Merci.
Alright, who else do I need to talk to again? Talk to Zachariah and Margot again. Margot again?
I am all yours, detective.
Push on the Major's aggression towards Cassandra. Ooh,
Merci, Count.
Wait. Before we do, let's talk to Zachariah first, because maybe that would be less. Because I saw, like, a red bubble. Talk to him.
I'm an open book, Pop.
Your relationship with your brother, it seems everyone has an opinion.
That doesn't surprise me, and yet, no one actually asks.
I like how when everyone else is talking, my bar is, like, just under the yellow. But when the only American in the room is talking, it goes right up to the red.
I am asking now.
I should have expected that, shouldn't I? What is there to say? We used to be close, but not so much anymore.
I would find it very helpful if you could at least elaborate on your relationship.
Oh, apparently it's really gonna rain. Hold on. Is it actually raining now? It doesn't look like it, but it is really cloudy. Alright.
He went to school, got an education, and was the apple of our father's eye. I went to war. See the difference now.
Monsieur has again mentioned his time in the war. While I do not mean to belittle his efforts for his country, it seems as though he has not been able to leave that life behind on the battlefield. What do you know of your brother's work with the Union?
If you want to know about Gideon's part in the Union, why don't you ask him?
So, you are aware of his support for them?
Yes, well, he...
Oui, monsieur?
It'd be best to just ask him.
Monsieur either does not know much of what his brother does, or he's protecting him rather coyly.
I think that is all for now. Merci for your time.
Alright. Oh, that's right. Oh, let's talk to Gideon.
No trouble at all. How can I help?
I'd like to talk more about your brother.
I believe there are more important matters at hand than talking about my brother and I's relationship, or lack thereof.
The murderer is in his house, and by holding back information that may help my investigation, you only make me suspicious of your involvement. Monsieur Demir, if you continue to withhold information, I can only assume you are hiding something, and must treat you as a prime suspect in the Major's murder.
I have nothing to hide. If you must know, we have not been on the best terms for years now. As I said, we are different people. He does not see the importance of planning for the future, and as much as my parents tried, we could not make him see that. I suppose that is why he sees me as their favorite.
He still believes that now?
Hi, Suo! Hello! How are you? I saw that you were streaming earlier. How was it?
I assume so. We barely talk anymore. I was hoping we would be able to sit down and talk and leave the past behind. But this evening has not panned out that way.
If you would be so kind as to stay here, I may require your help further.
Alright, now let's press with Margot.
I am all yours, detective.
Countess, you gave me the impression the Major and the Madame were close, but there were times where he acted rather aggressively to her, n'est-ce pas?
I am sorry, detective, but I did not mean to give you such an impression.
I have already built a rapport with the Comtesse. Some may even say in a flirtatious manner. Perhaps I can continue to charm her. She will reveal the information I require. Oh! It was good, but the DLC expansion. Oh, what did you play? I sorry, I didn't see you play. I just got a notification that you were streaming. How are you? I'm doing all right. I still have a little bit of pain from my vaccination, but I'm okay. Ooh, okay. Oh, thank you, Suo. Thank you so much. You subscribed for 2 months. Oh my gosh, thank you. Thank you. You didn't have to, but thank you. Tales of Arise. Oh, I think I've heard of it before. Let me see. Oh, wait, hold on. Ooh, I just got a notification. There's a new game that I'm really wanting. That hasn't been out yet. It's still being made. Paralives. Ooh, I want it so bad. Tales of Arise. Hold on, maybe I've heard of that before. I think I've seen it around. Oh, yep. I know this game. I've never played it before, but I know of it. Yeah, it is an RPG. It's an action role-playing game. Yeah, it looks really good. I'm thinking of getting it myself. Anyway. But I like side missions, though. I like side missions. It's fun. Okay. So we need to be flirtatious. It is obviously I who am mistaken. A fine woman of your stature would not purposely lead a young man astray. Humble or flattery? Flattery?
Ever the
Ooh.
charmer, detective. I would talk more on it, but I'm afraid Cassandra would think I am talking about her behind her back.
The Comtesse has something more to say, but she still holds back. Something tells me it's have to do more with receiving attention. Perhaps I can use that to my advantage. Ooh. Cautionary? How would Madame van den Bosch feel if she heard the contents of our conversation from me? Coercive. You obviously care a great deal about Madame van den Bosch. Assisting me will help clear her of any wrongdoing. The main game is so good. Really? What's it about? Can you give me a brief description of what's the plot, you know? I do like RPG games. Coercive.
It is not often I am swayed so easily. I applaud you on your willingness and persistence. From day one, I was wary of his intentions. And it was not long before he showed his true colors.
They were dark red.
If it is a tear she sheds, it should be one of joy that he is out of her life.
I understand your feelings towards the Major, but perhaps there was...
He was a bully. He took his shortcomings out on her, and she sat there and accepted it. I never thought I would see the day.
For real. She doesn't seem like the type of person.
Perhaps now she will be able to see the man he truly was. Karma will always catch up to you.
Exit.
Merci, Countess. If I have any further questions, I shall be sure to come and find you.
Okie dokie. Let's see. I've talked to everyone. Sweet. Okay. Connect your entire... Okay. Cassandra... More than a friend to Ernesto. Connection with the family. Ernesto was fond of Cassandra. Maybe this one?
I must take a different approach if I am...
Okay. Ernesto and... Oh, wait. Ernesto and Cassandra's friendship. There
Magnifique.
we go. Perhaps Ernesto had hidden his secret love as well. We can use this to our advantage. Major leached into Cassandra. Issues between the Major and Cassandra. The Major is abusive. Confirmed. Hugo's frustration. He claims to have calmed down.
Magnifique.
Hugo claims to have calmed down since his argument with the Major, but Jackie disputed this. Hugo lied about his temper. Hugo has dirt on the Major. Maybe this one?
Is there something...
Gideon is trying to start negotiation. Gideon hesitates to mention the Major's past. Gideon and Zachariah's quarrel. Resents Gideon?
Order and method.
Nope.
That is the way to solve the problem.
Zachariah is defensive of Gideon. Zachariah resents Gideon. Major didn't approve the marriage. Gideon denies his brother's drinking. Ernesto is fond of Cassandra. There's still two things to link. Hugo has dirt on the Major. Jackie doesn't trust the Major. Maybe...
This will not get me any closer.
Oh, this one?
I should not be surprised by my own skills of deduction.
Okay. The brothers are suspicious individually, but I cannot see them working together. So this one and this one as well?
The pieces of the puzzle
okay.
are finally coming together.
He claims not to be close to his brother, but still seeks to withhold information about him. Well, yeah, you can, like, not really like your brother, but you don't want to throw him under the bus. Zachariah's conflicting attitude. Okay, talk to Ernesto.
More questions? I suppose so.
Apologies for the insistent questions on the subject, but you and Madame Van den Bosch...
Mademoiselle Conrad was quick to talk of your hidden feelings towards her. Perhaps only hidden to Madame Van den Bosch herself.
What has this got to do with the Major's death? Does Cassandra know you have spoken to others about this? I have only tried to help her.
I'm merely asking the question. There's no reason to panic. It would greatly help me if you would answer honestly.
There may be some feelings there, but Madame Van den Bosch does not know of them, and I trust that it will remain that way.
Okay.
Merci for your cooperation.
Alright, so Ernesto definitely loves Cassandra. I had my own opinion of the Major, one that is wiser kept to myself. But I did not expect so many like-minded thinkers. I should think further on what I have heard in my quarters. Talk to Archie.
My time with the guests is complete, for tonight at least.
Do you know who killed Major Hagen?
I am afraid it is not as simple as that. There are
It was
many
you.
steps that lead to the truth. I must think on everything I have heard this evening and dissect the truths from the lies. Merci for your assistance this evening. Au revoir.
I came here expecting to solve a case of blackmail to relieve a family of a burden that was weighed upon them and overshadowed a joyous celebration. La 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 la. I have never been in an engagement celebration where a death has taken center stage before. Although the guests' alibis confirmed each other, I still cannot rule out the possibility of one of them being involved in the Major's death. The relationships between some of the guests and the Major were more than rocky. Dislike towards him was plentiful, but enough to drive someone to murder? This is now the perfect opportunity to think about everything I have heard today. Oh boy, more links. I have all the information I need. I must now compile it together and find the most probable culprit. Okay, let's start with this over here. Hugo lied about his temper. Hugo invited by Gideon. Hugo was dirt on the Major. Jackie wants information from Hugo. So maybe these two?
What a revelation!
Yes. When I first overheard their conversation, it seemed Hugo was trying to get Jackie to listen. Jackie pushing for dirt on the Major. Jackie claims Margot is hiding something. Maybe these two?
Some would say a lucky guess. I would say a moment of genius.
The letter she sent protecting Cassandra was threatening indeed, and Jackie seemed unable to determine her secret. Now it's over here. Threatened to the Major. Getting Zacharias. Cassandra in the store. Zacharias' conflicting attitude. Maybe this one?
Order and method. That is the way to solve the problem.
Threat to the Major. Ernesto has tried to intimidate the Major in his letter. Gideon is trying to start negotiations. Zachariah expects to stay in for Margot. Zachariah resents Gideon. Gideon hesitant to mention past with the Major. Maybe...
Another
There we
success. I never doubted myself.
His history with the Major combined with threats to his well-being definitely shows intent. Gideon's motive for retribution. So, fronting money to the house. Oh,
Things
there we
are
go.
beginning to become clearer.
Blinded by both love and greed, he may have struck down his opposition. Opposition? Opponent. La la la. Zacharias repressing something. Maybe this too?
I must act on thought and fact.
This one?
I cannot see the logic in this.
There's one more.
What a revelation!
That was just a guess. All the guests have at least one other guest to confirm their alibis. All alibis confirmed. Someone's at the door. Who could that be at this time?
Entrez.
Hello?
Detective, I'm sorry I did not join you in the salon as requested.
Please, mademoiselle. There is no need to apologize.
I was with Maman in her room. She would not allow anyone to see it, but I could see she was terribly upset.
Most understandable.
Do you have any suspicions as to who could have killed him?
What if it was Angeline?
I'm afraid my suspicions extended across all of the party's guests. While it seems as though their alibis all corroborate one another's, the disdain and hostility towards the Major makes them rife with motive.
I know there was some bad blood between the Major and some of the guests, but not enough to kill him, surely. She may seem tough on the exterior, but she's really quite kind when you get to know her.
It's not some of the guests, it's all of the guests.
The Countess? She is a formidable force I would not want to come up against.
Don't be silly, Detective. She wouldn't hurt a soul. Jacqueline, I mean.
Mademoiselle Conrad? She was, in fact, the least suspicious until now.
I assume that's who you were talking about, Detective, after what happened between them.
Huh?
That is a story I have yet to hear.
She must have told you about the piece she was writing on us, about Gideon's work and our marriage.
Somehow, that was the only thing she did not mention.
That's strange. I thought that is what she would have started the conversation with. Well, she had come to the house to interview me, and when I entered the library, she was there with Felix amid a rather heated conversation.
Do you know what this conversation regarded?
I'm afraid not, but Felix was quite enraged. He picked up an envelope from the table and stormed out, slamming the door behind him.
And Mademoiselle Conrad?
She was equally heated in the moment. She had a few choice words for him that I wouldn't care to repeat.
If you were in my position, Mademoiselle, who would be at the top of your suspect list?
I'm sorry, but I just can't imagine any of them committing such a heinous crime.
It can often be hard to look past one's personal feelings for someone and see their flaws.
It's not that, Detective, it's just they have known each other for years. Why would any of them act now?
I was under the impression the Major had merely a business relationship with some of the guests.
That's true, but those invited know each other, some of them for years. They may not seem like it, but some are even friends.
How is the Madame feeling now?
Better, thank you, Detective. She's resting in her room. It is the best place for her.
And you, Mademoiselle?
I'm not quite sure. It is a rather surreal feeling. I did not think I would miss him like I do.
It is understandable. He has been a close friend to your maman for many years.
And to me, Detective. We had grown close. After Father's passing, he was always there for me. And now, he's gone as well.
You must try and not think on it like that.
It is easier said than done, Detective.
I have no doubt, but you can be assured the culprit will not remain at large for long. You have my word.
I should return to my room now, Detective. It has been a trying day for us all.
Oui, mademoiselle. I am afraid tomorrow may bear a resemblance, but I will not stop until I have found his killer.
I am certainly glad you are here, Detective.
When and where a detective is required, that is where I shall be. Bonne nuit, mademoiselle.
Night-night. Mademoiselle has left me with an interesting thought, one I had not considered until now. While at first glance the guests do not appear to show much fondness for each other, Mademoiselle is quite sure that this is not the case. Perhaps I must consider looking at the guests together and not individually. Maybe they were all in on it. They all hated him. Jackie bumped heads with the Major.
Is there something?
One.
Come, my little grey cells.
I'm just picking and choosing. Alright, hold on. Let's really think about this. Guests known each other for years, so probably this one?
I must take a different approach if I am to
Oh, what the fuck?
Things are beginning to become clearer.
I doubt Jackie's involvement with the murder. I doubted Jackie's involvement with the murder, but now I am dubious of her innocence.
Another success.
Jackie seems
I never doubted
suspicious. I now have all the motives of the guests. Who is under suspicion? All motives confirmed. All alibis confirmed. Maybe...
Some would say a lucky guess. I would say a moment of genius.
I do not know who I trust or whose stories I can believe. Are the guests innocent? Guests are suspicious. They've known each other for years.
Magnifique.
I now doubt how trustworthy their stories may be. They may well be covering for each other. There's no physical way one of the guests could have killed the Major and returned to the party, unless that is where I'm mistaken. It is not one guilty party I should be looking for, rather multiple. Oh, I may be right. I think all of them planned this. How could I have not considered that the Major's death was part of a ploy created and executed by more than one of the guests? It came almost as an epiphany following Mademoiselle Angelique's remark about the guests' shared past. Perhaps Mademoiselle will become the trusted ally I now sense may be essential to catching the guilty parties. Tonight's questioning was only the beginning. I will allow my suspects to sleep on their stories, and we will see how they fare tomorrow. Perhaps one of those involved will have morals enough to show a glimmer of regret. Considering they may be working together, I cannot be sure who has told the truth and who has attempted to sell me down the fluve? I don't know how to say that. Perhaps I should sleep on the matter. You scared the shit out of me. Oh my god. Perhaps I should sleep on the matter. A good night's sleep will surely bring a new dawn of thinking. And what a better setting to do it than in the peaceful falling blanket of snow that surrounds us all. Although, oh, I got an achievement. Although it seems not everyone has the same idea. Oh, that is so creepy. Oh, I don't like it at all. Oh, I don't like that. Oh, just to look out the window and see someone standing there. Oh, it gives me chills. I don't like that. I don't like that. Hi, Twix. How are you? I hope you're doing good. Oh, I did not like that at all. Oh, it's such a simple imagery, and it's just like. A restless sleep combined with the image of an eerie figure in the snow has only convoluted what little gray cells I must consider. I should not have expected this to be a simple case. I have not been lied to. I have been lied to by at least one of the guests. Their alibis all confirm each other's. But I know this is not to be true. You're doing fine? That's good. I'm doing a lot better than yesterday. I'm sure some of you guys are probably sick of me saying it now, but I recently got vaccinated for a new strain of COVID in Australia, and it really kicked my ass the other day, and I was just in so much pain. But now I'm feeling okay. I'm all good. I'm still a little bit uncomfortable, but I'm alright. And it's my favorite weather outside. It's cloudy and rainy. How the Major was involved with the blackmail eludes me for now. Once I have confirmed whether he was the author or recipient, I can consider my next step in my investigation. Okay, investigate the Major's involvement with the blackmail. Okay. Alright, who shall I talk to? Oh, Angeline!
Good morning, Detective. I hope you were comfortable last night.
Bonjour, mademoiselle. The room was more than pleasant, merci. I'm afraid my mind was not in a state to enjoy it to its full potential, though.
I can't imagine any of us slept soundly last night.
Oh, I'm sure some of us did.
Hopefully guilt will be weighing heavily on someone's shoulders this morning.
Perhaps on more than one set.
I'm sorry if I was not much help last night, Detective.
On the contrary, your inside knowledge of the guests was of great help to my investigation. But there are many more questions that require answers.
What are the feelings towards the Major's position in the house? Although the Major's death is taken precedent, there's much developed the blackmail case. What are your feelings towards the Major's position in the house?
His position? You mean about him living here?
Oui. Even in a house this size, you must see a lot of each other.
I enjoyed having him here. When I was away with Gideon, it was comforting to know Maman was not alone. Although his work with Mr. Da Silva has kept him away from the house of late.
What can you tell me about their relationship, working or otherwise?
There is not much to tell, only that there is no love lost between them.
Although the Major's death was taking precedence, there has been a development in the blackmail case.
A development? Oh, detective, I knew I could count on you.
It may not be the news you had wished for, though.
Addressed to me? I don't know how much more I can take of this.
Shoot, I didn't mean to click that.
Pardonnez-moi, mademoiselle. Although it has been written in the same manner, using similar phraseology, it was not sent for your eyes, rather the Major's. Or at least that is how it seems.
I'm sorry, detective, I don't understand. It is addressed to him or not?
I found it in the Major's study yesterday while conducting my preliminary search. Whether he is the author of the letter or the recipient, I am still yet to discover.
Oh, the main male character has amnesia and ends up in a town where people don't like his people because of what their lords did. He ends up meeting the main female character that has a curse, and you try to help her get rid of the curse. You find a group source that wants to restore the world balance so that and the realms can get along and bring peace along with the main character. Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, you're not bad at explaining things. I get it. I might look into it. Maybe play it a little bit on stream. Could the Major have been behind the blackmail?
Heavens no. He could not do that.
You did not hesitate for a moment.
Why would he do such a thing? And then to send a letter to himself. It just doesn't make sense.
Do you know what their business entailed?
He was always quite private about his work. I know that he was helping Mr. Da Silva with some safety matters.
I found a check addressed to the Major from Monsieur Da Silva. It noted security consulting.
Ah, that's right, security. With his military training, he helped Mr. Da Silva prepare for any trouble with the strikes.
Okay.
Merci for your time, mademoiselle. You are to a detective what an umbrella is to a traveler on a wet day.
Useful?
Exactement.
I really like the bonding episodes and scenes. So cute. Oh, that's nice. That's cute. So do you play do you like switch between characters, or is it like you only play the main, like the male character, or you only play the female character? Gideon?
Bonjour, Monsieur Demir.
Detective Poirot, how are you?
The truth, monsieur. With each step towards uncovering the blackmailer, I am thrown 2 steps back as to the identity of the Major's killer.
Is there something I can help you with?
After investigating the crime scene yesterday, I asked Monsieur Sterling to move the body. While in the study, I noticed the Major's safe was locked. Would you know who has access?
Felix and Madame Vandenbosch are the only ones with keys, as far as I'm aware. Oh, and Archibald. I'm sure I heard Felix asking him to return something to it once.
Good to know. I wonder why Monsieur Sterling did not mention this previously.
Archibald came to me and asked for my help in the matter. My brother and I dealt with it.
Merci for your help. It is a job that only the professionals should have to undertake.
It's a job that had to be done, although it may have affected my brother more than I.
Yeah, I bet.
How so?
At the sight of the body, the color drained from his face. Once we had reached the cellar, Zachariah took himself straight off to bed, without even a good night.
Have you spoken to your brother this morning?
I have not seen him since last night. I'm sure he will have been fine after a good night's sleep.
Oh, what if he's dead too? I imagine the alcohol would have acted as a sufficient sleeping aid.
He does not need his younger brother checking in on him.
Perhaps that is exactly what he requires.
I'm not sure what he told you yesterday, Detective, but he's a big boy. He can look after himself.
Yes, but you're still his brother. He might need your support. Come on, man.
I worry that may not be the case, monsieur. His time in the war came up in conversation more than once during our conversations.
He's still talking about it? I thought talking to the doctor would have stopped all of that.
That sort of thing doesn't just stop.
Merci, monsieur. Comtesse, I wonder if I could ask you some questions.
You can play either main character, but you can also use the other party members. Oh, that's cool.
That is it, detective? No small talk? No inflating of one's ego?
I am afraid not, Comtesse. With the murderer still loose in the house, my mind is rather preoccupied.
Well then, detective, perhaps I can be of some assistance.
Yes, please.
Comment, madame?
I thought you might like to know what I found on the Major's body.
You touched the body? I demand to know who gave you permission to see the Major's body.
That certainly piqued your interest.
Oh, wait, look at him. He's angry. He's angry.
A man has been murdered, and you find it acceptable to fool around and joke.
Oh, please, detective. Do you really think so little of me?
At the moment, yeah.
Archibald asked for my assistance. He knows of my medical training from my days as a nurse, and I thought I would be able to help. Even if it has been some years.
It was not his place to grant you access to the body.
I shall remember to keep my assistance to myself next time.
What did you uncover on the body?
A single stab wound, which you no doubt already knew. The knife was held in their right hand. I would say their predominant hand.
I pride myself on order and method, and this is far from neither. A suspect in a murder investigation examined the victim, the very victim that they are suspected of killing. It is something out of a crime novel. Says the person in an Agatha Christie novel.
Judging by the depth of the wound, I would say there was no great force put into the strike. More a sign of defense than attack. If I had to say what weapon was used, a small sharp knife or dagger.
This may confirm my suspicion of the Major's knife being used to kill him.
I understand it may be difficult for one to keep such information to yourself, but I ask you to try. Your involvement has already tainted my investigation.
Phew. You are welcome, detective.
When my superior officer hears of the goings-on in this house, I will surely be seeing the green fields of the countryside once more. I must do all I can to redeem the reputation I have worked to build, starting with finding the killer.
S'il vous plaît, Comtesse. Keep this information to yourself.
Loki boy! Come here, bud. Come here. Come here. I'm almost done with my stream. We can go play later, okay? There's probably some birds outside. Alright, someone's already tampering with evidence. Oh, there's another piano here. Come here. You want some pets? Did you say Loki? Yeah, my dog's name is Loki. Come here, Papa. Loki, come. 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 Oh, my baby boy. Yes. He wants to play. Hi, Clover. Oh, you want butt scritches? You want butt scritches? Your brother's dog name is Odin? Oh, that's so cool. Hello. Hi. I haven't seen your name in a while, Clover. It's Bitch! Shut the fuck up. Where are you boofing? I know you want to play, but not right now. I'm almost done. 30 more minutes. It's been so long. I haven't seen you in a while. Translate. Okay, that's same thing. Are you my guardian angel, Clover? Let's see. Loki! boy. Come. Come. What are you doing? Stop it now. Hello. You're okay. You just want attention. Alright, butt scritches. Scritchy scratchy. Oh, sneaking. You have more than one account then. That's cool. Scritchy scratchy. Big pets. Big pets. Oh, I've got hair everywhere now.
Nope.
You need a bath. No. We're not playing right now. I know you want to play right now. But I'm playing this right now. We'll play later. Okay? Oh, you changed your name. Okay. I'll keep that in mind. Boop. Investigate the major's involvement with the... Hold on. Something in my eye. Oh, yeah. I'm sure a lot of people already have their name as Clover as a username. Okay. Let's see. Angela's dispute with the major being the blackmailer. Angela knew the major well. Much about us. I'm able to inspect the body. The major's blackmail did a ransom value. Zachariah was shocked by the major's corpse. Zachariah was there. Ooh, maybe that one.
The pieces of the puzzle are finally coming together.
There we go. I've heard the men returning physically from war, but their minds remain on the battlefield. It's called PTSD. Maybe this one?
I should not be surprised by my own skills of deduction.
There we go. One can't be surprised with Angeline and Felix's bond. He's been a figure in her life for so long. She's attached to the major. Alright, we need to talk to Gideon. Anything to link or what's new? Ah, here we go. Defensive strike. The wound is not come with an aggressive attack, more like a defensive strike. Oh, so the major attacked someone else and they were just defending themselves. Talk to Gideon.
If it will help you find the major's killer, of course.
Oh, so that's why. Oh, I just realized that's why you're. Okay, so I thought I was pretty sure I have another follower by the name of Clover. Cause that's why you're. Cause usually, like, if I get a new chatter, it says that, oh, first time in chat. Okay, that's why it didn't come up. Duh. I'm so silly. Your brother was seeing a doctor.
When he returned from the war, he was a different man. Everything became about what he had seen.
I cannot speak from experience, but I can only imagine the horrors he must have witnessed.
The first weeks he would wake in the night, screaming. I found him one night, cowering behind the desk in the study. When I tried to help him out from beneath it, well, it was the first time I had ever feared for my life.
Damn.
That is not why you two are no longer close?
And not at all, Detective. We were always very different in nature. While I had always wanted to follow an academic path, Zachariah was more of a free spirit. Or at least as free as our father and the laws would allow.
Oh, I just cracked my knee.
And yet, he ended up in the military. Quite the contrast.
Our father demanded that he at least try to do something with his life. It wasn't long before he moved out from the family home after his return from the army. I always assumed that he had put the war and everything that came with it behind him and was moving on. But now I see that is far from the truth.
You good? Just kicked my PC. Don't you backtalk me. Zachariah has shell shock. Alright, where is Zachariah? Wait. Can't go to the dining room. Can't go to the saloon. Maybe... No, you can't go upstairs. Shoot. Can't go in the butler's pantry? Okay. Investigate the blackmail. Don't really have that. Talk to Gideon, which I already did. Archibald asked Margot to inspect the body. Let's talk to Archie. Like, why the hell would you ask her to inspect the body?
Good morning, Detective. You slept well?
I'm afraid I did not. I was hoping for at least a moment of pleasant slumber, but alas, it was not to be. Finding the Major's killer is the only thing that will put my mind at ease.
In that case, Detective, what can I do to help?
While watching the snowfall last night, I swear I saw the silhouette of a figure standing in the garden. I did not see Mademoiselle Elizabeth last night. Would you permit me access to the house's telephone?
I would, but I'm afraid I found this morning that the telephone lines aren't working. The snow continued through the night and must have damaged them. Even if we could use the telephone, I don't think anyone would be able to reach us.
I should play Undertale Yellow. I'll look into it and see what I can do.
In that case, it will be up to myself alone to solve the case.
I'll let you know if anything changes. But until some of the snow clears, enough for the carriages to arrive, we are snowed in.
Although I am not able to call upon or leave the house to find help from the local authorities, it also means none of the guests are able to leave. I have until the snow clears to find not only Mademoiselle Angeline's blackmailer, but also the Major's killer. I did not see Mademoiselle Elizabeth last night.
I'm afraid our Lizzie is not well. I think the events of yesterday were too much for her. We'll have to just make do without her this morning.
As Wordsworth once stated, rest and be thankful. Perhaps a chance of peace and relaxation will work wonders.
While watching the snow last night, I swear I saw the silhouette of a figure standing in the garden.
In that snow? If someone was out there, we'd have another body on our hands.
I realize how strange it sounds. I would not believe it myself if I had not seen it with my own eyes.
Staff have reported seeing things in the dark before, but it always just turns out to be shadows. It was likely just your mind playing tricks.
If shadows can walk on their own, the Major's body.
Taken care of. Master Dramir and his brother, after sobering up, helped me move him into the cellar. Best place
Hello
for the
there.
time being.
Hi.
Très bien. I imagine there is no reason for anyone to go down there.
Besides me, no one. Once this snow clears, we will be able to move him from the house.
I'd like to speak with Madame Vandenbrosch at her earliest convenience.
She is currently eating breakfast alone in the dining room. It's how she prefers it. But if you wish to speak with her now...
It is important I speak with her, but perhaps it is better to allow her to finish. I do not wish to upset her before I have even asked my first question. I could perhaps investigate the garden for any evidence of the figure from last night.
Your assistance has been most valuable as always.
Alright, to the garden! I'm probably gonna play for another 15 minutes, and then I think I'll be off for today. Oh, it's cold. Even I'm cold. Finding evidence of the figure from last night will on one hand confirm I am not seeing things as Monsieur Sterling suggested, but on the other pose even more questions that must be answered. Oh, wait, what's this? Expensive lighter. A well-made lighter with the insignia of a military regiment. The Major must have dropped it. Okay. Let's have a look around. Damn, aren't you cold? Oh, fallen bird feeder? It almost disappeared into the snow. I doubt we will see too many birds in these conditions. Okay. What's up, Suo? Why the crying face? Why the long face? The reason I changed my name is because it's a joke between me and my other streamer. Basically, Kate Clover and they is unconscious, so I talked back to the streamer as Clover. Oh, 15 minutes of the stream ends. Okay. The house is completely snowed in. It does not look like we shall be going anywhere anytime soon. Seriously. Milk bottles. Must have been left out for collection. I cannot see anyone making it through the snow, though. I would do a longer one, but it is almost 5 o'clock. I would have started the stream much earlier, but like I said, I haven't been feeling well, so... But we'll see. We will see. Garden tools. Garden tools have been left out, presumably before the snow fell. Okay. What else? Let's look around the fountain. Nothing around here. Let's do some... Inspect the garden. Brother's body's been moved. Okay. I'll look it up and see. Oh, wait a minute. Faint footprints.
Aha.
There's a small trail of footprints in the snow. The Major is seen walking around here yesterday. The snow is still falling, and I'm hardly dressed for the occasion. Oh, excuse me. Perhaps Madame Van den Brosch has finished her breakfast and is ready to answer my questions. Can I talk to Archie at all? Because I saw there was a
Whatever
bottle.
you need.
Oh, okay.
Your assistance has been most...
Well, I must speak with Madame Van den Brosch. I should also take this opportunity to talk to Mademoiselle Reina in the kitchen. Oh, okay. Saloon. A bust?
Huh.
Madame Van den Brosch's collection of art extends further than just paintings. Oh, there she is. Window?
Oh.
Nope, nothing of interest. Wow. I wonder how many travel expeditions have been planned. Oh, let's go talk to the other maid first. Ooh, lots of fruit. Hello, Rihanna.
Bonjour, madame. You must be the wonderful cook.
Wonderful and modest, sir. I am Rihanna.
Rihanna.
My taste buds thank you for the ravishing meal last night. It has been some time since I ate so well.
Glad to hear it, sir.
S'il te plaît, madame. A detective is fine.
In that case, mademoiselle is fine for me, and I will ignore your presumption of marriage.
Très bon, mademoiselle.
Big stretch. Ooh, I just cracked my shoulder. Oh, well, I'm in the middle of a posture check, but I will hydrate. Hold on. Yummy. I understand you took some ice to the Major yesterday?
I did. Monsieur Archie told me what had happened. Bruises can swell fast, so I took him some ice to bring it down.
Strange. Monsieur Sterling told me it was the Major that requested the ice.
How was the Major when you saw him?
Grumpy, as always.
I suppose one would not take kindly to being punched as he was.
Punched or not, he was as ungrateful as ever.
Sounds like it. You have been with the Vandenbrosch family for quite some time?
That's right. I've seen staff come and go, but a house always needs a trustworthy cook.
And unfortunately, I finished my drink, so I can't do that twice. And I'm about to end the stream soon anyway, so... I mean, I did it.
I agree. But if I was to eat what you prepare every day, I fear I may be the size of La Maison.
Not a bad thing, detective. You could do with some meat on your bones.
Oh no, not me. I'm already too chubby. I got some chub on me. I need to get rid of this year.
Well, with the snow still not clearing, we may be stuck here for the weekend. Perhaps I should look to adjust my pantalon buttons. I shall not keep you any longer. Merci, mademoiselle.
Okay. Nothing yet. Wait, talk to Sandra. Okay. Nothing else in the kitchen of note? Just pots and pans? Cassandra?
Bonjour, madame. May I offer my condolences for your loss?
Thank you, Detective, but they are not necessary. What can I do for you?
I was hoping you would be prepared to answer some questions.
If I must.
Why would someone want to kill the Major?
I'm sure you're aware he was not the easiest man to get along with. His hot temper made him a number of foes.
A hot temper is reason enough to kill a man.
His mouth often acted before his brain. Perhaps someone had grown tired of dealing with it.
Like, maybe you? Because you were apparently his emotional punching bag. You suggested why someone might, but do you know... I would like to ask you about... a letter was found in the Major's study.
I assume you are talking about the supposed blackmail letter.
Oui, madame. You know of it?
I wanted to make a whole new... Wait, what? I want to modify email, but... Gotta love typos. Yeah, modifying an email is... I don't think it's impossible, more as it is not possible. I don't know. Yeah.
It arrived shortly after the first. Rather coincidental, if you ask me.
I'm not sure I understand what you're trying to say, madame.
He no doubt had secrets hidden away. But do you honestly think Felix had anything of value to his name worth threatening him for?
Perhaps you should enlighten me.
Well... Oh, you wanted to make an emote. Okay. Now I understand. Perhaps you should enlighten me?
Well, he was here, living in my house, eating my food, prepared by my staff. Does that answer your question, Detective?
Well, emote is not really... not considered a word, apparently. So yeah, it just probably just automatically corrects it to email. You suggested. How do you think of Major? I would like to ask you about Monsieur de Silva.
What is it you wish to know?
You two have been friends for some time now, and while I do not mean to pry, has your relationship only...
If you are trying to insinuate that Mr. De Silva and I are running around like schoolchildren, you could not be further from the truth. He was friends with my husband, for goodness sake.
I know, but you also hear about, you know, one person's spouse dies and they kind of get close to the best friend of that spouse and then they get feelings for each other. I actually once read a Reddit post where I think the guy was falling in love with his sister-in-law. So he was married to her sister, his wife, and she was married to his best friend. So they were like all like really good friends and like brothers and sisters-in-law. And then his wife died. His wife actually got into drugs. His wife got into drugs and she left the family. They got a divorce. And like she's been like no contact for years. And then his sister-in-law, the wife's sister, and his best friend, he died. You done? Anyway, his best friend, also his brother-in-law, he died. And him and the sister-in-law got really close together, and he was like writing on the Reddit post like, oh, I think I'm falling in love with her, I don't know if this is a good idea, all that kind of stuff. And throughout the updates, they were like, you know, getting closer, and they went on a date and they kissed and it was so romantic. And he actually got in contact with his ex-wife, and the ex-wife was like, you know, I was a really shit wife, I was a shit mother. If you want to get with my sister, sure, fine, whatever, like, you know, I'm not your wife anymore. And apparently the families were really really supportive, which I thought was so cute and so romantic. Anyway, off topic.
Oui, I understand they worked together. Investments, if I am correct.
Shut the fuck up. You're fine.
Mr. De Silva was the voice of reason that my husband should have listened to more often, instead of throwing our money at businesses that were already on the verge of bankruptcy.
You said Clover, if you're not comfortable with profanity, then you're in the wrong fucking stream. I'm Australian. It's gonna come out sooner or later. You suggested why someone might kill him, but who do you believe would do it?
Seeing as I heard Mr. Becker's in what I would describe as an unnecessarily loud exchange of words yesterday, he would be my first suspect.
Well, you changed your name to Clover, so I'm calling you Clover. Do you still want me to call you Snake King?
You heard them yourself.
How could I not? The volume they were shouting at, I could hear them from the study in my room.
You did not think it fitting to tell me this yesterday?
I didn't think Felix was going to wind up dead and a murderer loose in my house. My apologies, detective.
Although I must learn more of this argument, it is not Madam that I expected the answers to come from, rather Monsieur Becker's. He has a great deal of explaining to do. How do you think the Major came to have the letter?
I wouldn't put it past him to have written it himself, in the hopes of getting some sympathy from me.
And the other letters?
He probably wrote those too. If Angeline paid the first, that would have given him the money to pay the second letter. He is the White Knight, saves the day, and expects to live here happily ever after.
I did not expect Madame van den Bosch to be so blunt with her thoughts towards the Major. I was under the impression there was more to the friendship, not less. It is quite the nefarious plan that Madame has laid out for the Major. I'm not sure I can believe he would go as far as such levels of deceit. I'm sure Mademoiselle Angeline will have an opinion on the matter.
Merci, madame. I shall not bother you any further.
I have gathered all I need from Madame van den Bosch and Mademoiselle Rihanna. I should return to the Great Hall. Where is the exit? Dr. Rihanna. Link. Okay. Major had a temper. Ooh, maybe.
Some would say a lucky guess. I would say a moment of genius.
Woo! Angelina and Cassandra have different impressions of the Major. There must have been a reason for this. Okay. I think that's it. Alrighty then. That seems like a good place to stop for today. What chapter am I in again? Just to be sure. I'm on chapter 5. Sweet. Alright then. Okay. Let me just go to that, and that. Okay. Alrighty then. I need a drink. I'll get one in a minute. Yawning. Well, that was pretty good. Let me just zoom out myself there a bit. That was a nice break from Avatar. I don't know if I'll continue Avatar. Well, wait, hold on. I need to look at my schedule now. Goddamn. And let's see. I regret everything. Alright. Unfortunately, I'm not gonna be... I can't stream tomorrow. I'm free on Thursday, though. So that's nice. I hope I don't have any work on Thursday. Alright. So, looking at my schedule right now, I'm afraid I'm not gonna be able to stream until either Thursday or Friday, and then the weekend will continue as normal. So let's see. Oh, maybe this is why. Yeah, that's probably why. I can hear it, but I turned it off on your side. Okay. Yep, so Thursday. Unfortunately.
Run.
You good? You had your fun? Alright, I think that's everything all from me. I don't have anything else to say. Yeah, and I think I'm gonna start putting, you know, I'm gonna start charging you for those. I don't really think of anything else to say, so... yeah. Depending on how I feel, I might continue with Avatar next week. But there are some games that I have recently got that I do want to play. That I'm really excited about. So we'll see. But anyway, I hope you had a good afternoon, good evening, or good night. Your old name is Snake King Clover. I already know. You already told me. Anyway, have a good afternoon, good evening, or good night, depending on where you are in the world, and I hope to see you again next time. Bye bye!